Damn, I cannot get past 156, huh?
Huh? Are you okay?
Nah, it's fine. No problems.
Yeah, Manak, have you not seen the new Sachi?
Not in motion.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
I'm very excited.
Hell yeah. Tweet it out that we're live.
Oh, we're live?
Yeah, we are.
Hi, live.
Oh, boy.
Awesome.
Hello.
Actually, I'm gonna ping the Discord.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm putting
Scrolling.
in live now.
Here, let me go get the tweet and put it in the thingamajig.
Thank you. And I will let our good friend Serenity know that we are live.
Yeah.
Give me stronger battles.
Oh yeah. How do you like my live notification shit posts?
I love them. I've stolen many a meme. I am very short at the table.
Would you like me to make you taller?
No, this is height accurate. Just no one can see my sick as cool coat.
Here.
You could just make you could just nudge Ashkata down.
True.
I love the models. So
Oh, yeah.
good.
Thank you. Yeah, I worked very hard on it.
Yeah. It looks
I've
so
had an upgrade or
good.
two.
What?
I've had a few upgrades.
Oh, have you? Oh, shit. Yeah, I need to look. Jacket!
Okay, yeah,
It looks
yeah.
sick as hell.
Yeah, your
Here,
jacket!
here. We'll tab very quickly to the starting soon screen. What's good?
Everyone has these cool updates, and I'm no longer a PNG.
You are now.
Yo, welcome to
Sumner.
non-PNG done.
Oh shit, everyone unloaded. Oh god, everything's back. Okay, cool. No, my bits, they went everywhere!
Oh, your bits!
They're flying.
Now my bits cup is not as full. Although, it was
sorry.
never particularly full to begin with. We do not beg for donations here.
You could take Sachi arc and just put her in the jar like
Just-
I do, and have
Valid.
people drown her. Or I can make a Neko arc vape bot.
You could do that. I'm basically a Neko Arc as is.
You're not the one who.
But in you,
But in you.
but in you, but in you.
But in you.
You missed Lucius using voice mod to literally play Neko arc sounds, and then I would imitate them perfectly, one after the other after the other.
Okay,
So
well that's
it'd
just
be a
fucked up, but like, okay.
Storm.
I kind of want to see this now. That
Oh
sounds
no.
great.
No, we'll do it sometime when it doesn't give people an aneurysm.
It's not gonna give anybody an aneurysm. It'll
You
be
don't
fine.
you don't understand the nightmare of like hearing Neko arc come out of a voice mod and then like a few milliseconds later it starts out of someone else in the chat, and then it just repeats and repeats and it becomes harmonizing because it's the same sound.
I mean,
Neko
I
Arc to
kinda
Neko
get
Arc
it.
communication.
Kinda get it. I mean, I've listened to those those videos where it's like 2 hours of silence, but occasionally Neko Arc goes, but yeah.
But
at
in
you.
you.
That was a girlish little streak. Did you see a rat?
I just
She heard a
back my
Neko arc.
Okay,
association.
no, never mind. I get it now. I get it now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I doubted you. I was wrong. I was wrong. I shouldn't have said anything. My bad.
POV, Neko arc invades your fucking channel and hunts you for sport. POV, you are Neko arc chaos.
I would let her hunt me down for sport, but like only because if I'm in a situation where she has to, I probably deserve it.
Fear.
Beam attack, hit me with a beam attack. Beams are so unisex.
Lightning bolt.
Wait a minute, didn't I had that written down? 1 second. Do-do-do-do.
Fuck, I forgot to turn off redeems again. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so
But in
dumb.
you.
Oh shit.
Hi, Vi.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh.
Violet.
Welcome, nerd.
Hello, I had this
Hello.
transition into this stream by ranking all the D&D classes.
No. Did you rank me at the bottom?
Huh?
Welcome,
Did you rank
Raiders.
rogues at the bottom?
No, I ranked Rangers at the bottom.
Ooh,
That's fair.
That's accurate. That Rangers are bottoms.
I thought
Wait.
I thought VTubers were bottoms.
That's not a
No.
fucking class in
Yeah,
D&D.
double.
Yeah,
over.
VTuber isn't a class.
Okay, fair enough.
Also,
Alright,
I'm not a
hello.
bottom. Welcome to the show. Also, welcome Raiders. Do you have fun at your
I'm not a bottom either.
Don't put me in a box.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, Violet. You're the only person I'd actually believe.
Vi, did you see Sachi's? Have you seen the new Sachi? What am I saying?
I see now.
Hello.
I like the new Sachi. Also, I see Monarch has a different model.
Monarch-
Monarch IRL has shown up because Monarch Avem is currently serving a massive fucking jail sentence until we can free her with merch money.
Mhm.
Your model does look a little too aggressive.
LittleAvem.com. No, it's just
your
because
summoner is drunk.
to help kind of. Well, I felt weird being the only one here who had a model and a D&D character that looked the exact same.
No,
So-
don't feel weird. It was cool.
Well, that and also I like being a little gremlin now. So now I get to be like,
Oh
there's
shit.
no illusion that
Everyone's
I'm
frozen?
appearing as anyone besides myself. Does that make sense?
It's
Yeah, I get
funny
you.
that you say that because I was actually making a Serenity like V-Roid model.
It's really cool.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Summoner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I
So
dead?
Now, I also
Huh?
have a new model compared to last episode.
I had to reset everyone because you guys were frozen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that model. Yeah, I remember the model reveal. Let's go.
Poggers.
Well, 1 second. Can I like lean up to show everyone my cool shirt? Check this out. I've got a cool
Yeah.
coat.
Cool, cool.
Nice,
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 I've got a
nice.
bunch of cool hair.
Slowly
I
slide
also-
up.
I
Cool,
also
cool, let's fucking
see
Zip.
that Forest also has a model. We're just
Summoner.
Summoner has a model.
Yeah.
We're just all like fancy today.
Uh-huh.
yeah. Oh,
My
yeah,
model
I'm
is a little messy, but
I like it.
And also,
Thank
you're all
you.
in scale now.
I'm
So
the
we are.
shortest one here.
Oh, 1 second.
oh,
Allow me to make you shorter then.
I am pretty sure I am. Emotionally, at least.
Better?
IRL, that's a different fucking question.
Alright, how's everyone living?
I'm living.
The problem is the smaller you make me, the more that my friends' comparisons of my new Sona to other characters rings true. I need to be as tall as fucking possible.
Alright.
Although I am not. Just leave me down here. It's funny this time. I deserve to be able to rest my chin on the table.
yeah.
Like a little cat.
I'm not a cat.
I just want to say that in my D&D class tier list, I put Bard and Fighter as top tier, and
Yes.
I'm now going to be playing as a Bard Fighter.
I play as a fighter turned rogue who acts like a bard.
You know what? Who doesn't?
Can I post a picture of capybaras in the chat?
Yeah?
Yeah.
They're going in adjacent topic because they're that good.
Oh shit. Please talk
I
to my
like them a
son
lot.
whenever you play.
Oh,
They're so comfy.
For context, chat. These
no
guys
context needed.
these guys are chill as fuck. Alright.
Okay, let's dungeon and or dragon.
So, where we last left the party, they were currently on a flight provided by a talking boat named Business Casual Philip
I miss
on
you,
their
Philip.
way to the Ramtaran capital. Oh, allow me to pull up an image of the capital. It has since unloaded. That's just peachy.
The capital itself has unloaded.
There we go.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Is the capital missing textures?
Eh, If I hit you guys all with the please install Counter-Strike Source version of the city, you would not survive. That is a lot of magenta. Anywho, made their way to the Vontaran capital, and they were in a moderate holding pattern as they began to dock with the actual Imperial Palace itself. From your vantage point, you can see various other flying carriages and flying boats landing as well, all bearing the different house insignias and colors of the other noble houses. You notice, for comparison, yours does not have one of those. It's just brown.
Oh.
It's because it's shared. You guys like sharing, don't you?
True.
Is there anything you guys would like to take care of before you land?
The restroom.
There
Just
is,
kidding.
in fact, a restroom on the boat.
Alright, cool.
I don't think I could go to the restroom on Philip.
God.
Oh my
friend.
god.
Now, is this for restroom business or air sickness?
Air sickness.
I'd feel worse doing that on Philip.
I don't know. Is it worse to shit or to vomit on someone?
Depends on what they're into.
They're both terrible! We will not entertain scat or amenophilia on this channel!
I've seen some weird shit.
I
We will-
fucked up.
That doesn't mean it's good! I'm normally like, no kink shame. I am kink shaming pooping on people.
I don't think any of us are into that.
Like, not... I normally am like, I'm not gonna yuck your yum, but if that's your yum, you should change your mind.
I'm not gonna yuck your yum, but if that's your yum, then fucking yuck.
Yeah, basically.
I
Like-
feel so terrible from this.
Well,
Are
what
you
would
okay?
do?
I would like to move on as fast as possible.
Fair, yeah.
Alright,
I'm
so...
sorry for making this conversation come to pass.
Okay, so you landed. You're getting off of the boat. We're gonna assume that you, like, yartzed over the side into a bush.
Mm-hmm.
Tactical bush sniping.
It's actually very impressive.
I fell right out. Right onto my face.
Oh, you're okay?
You trip off
No
the boat
reaction.
onto your face.
Incredible. So, you pile out of the boat. Business casual Phil gives you a little wave. And my Layla, the elvish woman that you spent the flight with alongside Asher, goes off to join the rest of her party. Or at least, that's probably what she's up to. She did scamper off and join a bunch of people, but you have no idea whether or not they're related to her, like, business or whatever.
Mhm.
As you arrive, a group of palatial attendants come up to the group. They stand there, hands clasped, dressed in royal finery, and bow low to you and your current employer. Do you guys do anything in response, or do you just wait patiently for them to, like, say things?
Be patient. I'll be patient and not do anything stupid.
Alright. Ashkata, you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm just thinking what I would do.
Valid.
I'm just zoning.
You're just thinking. See, Ash has to be a little more smart with the stuff she does in a place she isn't familiar with.
That is fair. The palatial attendants gesture to follow them and say, "It is good to see the scion of House Aelor and his." They squint, looking you guys up and down, and then hesitantly say, "Attendants, employees, servants, handmaidens, perhaps."
Employees.
Employees, yes. Well,
Most trusted guards.
guards. Very
Friends.
interesting. Friends. I didn't know he had friends.
Everyone needs a friend sometimes, even if they're paid.
He has some friends now.
One of the attendants adds, you know, a paid, quote-unquote, friend is generally called an escort. We have
Not in that
mean-
sense.
we have specific rooms for those if you are part of his entourage. So you will be staying with the attendants, employees. Asher cuts them off and steps forward and says, they will be staying in the actual appropriate accommodations for if I were to be having champions, though I will not. The attendants nod and turn and break off. One of them goes with Asher. The other gestures towards you guys to, again, continue following. And as you make your way down the long landing pad, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. It's a hallway, but without walls. Walkway, that's the word. Walkway. Oh my god, I promise I graduated college. My degree is in making video games, not speaking English.
Oh my
Happens to
god.
the best of us.
What is a hallway without a hall? A walkway. Oh my god,
It's
V.
just a way.
This is the way. Do you know the way? This is the way. Tiny
I do
Mandalorian
not know the
GM
way,
tells
no.
you where to go.
I need a map. I don't know the way.
As you make your way along the walkway. Oh my god, I said way so many fucking times in the past couple seconds. I'm frazzled. One sec. Okay, V, you got
Continue
this.
down the path.
You walk down the raised pathway into the proper Runtaran Palace. You
As
find
walk
that it
down
is.
the way.
I swear to God, I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna go full orb mode, and I'm gonna have a significant number more polygons than I did before.
Oh, that's terrifying. Orb mode is here.
You make your way down the walkway. You were walking in approximate lockstep with the attendant, and you find that the palace, incredible in its height and frankly unnecessary in its ostentatious displays of wealth and power, with gold trim and braziers full of blue flame and paintings and murals and okay, I forgot another word. What's the word for... Oh, I remembered. Mosaics.
Yeah.
I'm not having it. I'm having a time.
Are you okay?
I'm just forgetting a lot of words.
It's alright. English isn't even really a language. It's more of a hodgepodge of nightmares.
Yeah.
Mm.
English is that one neighbor that shows up every 4 weeks asking, "Hey, can I get a cup of sugar?" But they don't actually. You never heard them bake. They never offer you any treats, and so it's just like, what do you need this for?
They eat it
Your
with a
neighbor,
spoon.
your neighbor is the bug guy from Men in Black.
I drank a lot of sugar water after I saw that movie.
It's
Anyway.
good
Pretty
for
sure
you.
that's just called lemonade.
Bad glucose.
Yeah. You find it is full of unnecessary displays of status. You know, expensive mural work, filigree on every pillar. Also, it's made of marble pillars and columns, mosaics, carpets made from needlessly fine material for something that you'd be walking on with shoes, that sort of thing. You're taken down these winding hallways and into a set of, honestly, surprisingly Spartan accommodations.
Oh,
4
no.
beds, a handful of chests and drawers, a decent window, and a bell.
I have a question.
Yes.
As we walk through, can I be rubbing my grubby little commoner hands on things?
Like, just massaging, like, paintings?
Well, I'm just like, wow, and I'm like just like reaching out, I'm like,
Touch.
touch. Mm.
Giving the Mona Lisa a back rub.
As you reach towards some of the pieces of art, the attendant gently chides you. I'm not sure if... Hey, maybe don't do that, though. with all the stuttering and everything.
Wait, cut.
These are all.
He slowly withdraws his hand.
these
No,
are
no,
all
no, no, no.
priceless
Touch is
artifacts.
such an important part of the senses. It would be unfair to the artistry if
Yes.
we didn't.
It's disrespectful.
If you
even.
would like, I understand the reverence caused by the imagery of our emperor. He gestures towards the great portrait of just some fucking guy.
That's him?
Let me see if I have a picture of him.
I want this guy to look like he's named Steve.
Oh god.
He does not, unfortunately. I only have a work in progress of a bust. I'm so sorry.
Damn.
Having seen it, he does not look like a Steve.
What if you pulled up an image of the Hotel Transylvania guy?
That's not. No.
It's
Trust
not
me,
Adam
that's-
Sandler.
He's not Adam Sandler. Here's the problem. He could be a Steve, but if you like Organization 13'd it.
Okay, we'll
Like-
say that you were reaching towards like a bust, like a statuary of him. We understand the reverence that could be inspired by such visage, but we would prefer it if you leave the artifacts to the reliquaries.
Oh. Yeah, look, that's a Steve if you
Ooh.
put him in Organization 13.
Ooh. Alright.
You okay, Lucius?
Lucius is fucking losing his goddamn nut over the Emperor right now.
I'm so glad that Lucius is being so much hornier on man than I am, so that no one's paying attention to me.
Hey, Summoner, you really like the Emperor, don't ya? That sure is some grade A schmeat, huh? That looks like an objectifiable man.
I'm just
I usually
gently
don't
stroking his
think he's pretty.
cheekbones.
The attendant like lightly slaps your hand and says, "Please stop, please stop." Oh my, Emperor, please.
Sorry.
Sorry.
He's like full on like pawing lightly because they don't want to like, they don't know where you guys stand in the social climb, and so they're just visibly unsure how we're supposed to deal with this situation. They're not used to dealing with like grimy rabble they scrape off the street and hire to fight.
Serenity is gonna whisper to Finn, and she's gonna say, "You know, they never said you couldn't lick it."
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, I was just sent something and told that I need to share it with everyone here.
Oh god.
Oh.
This is apparently somewhat related because seeing the Emperor got someone in chat to send me this. Little Caesars is releasing new merchandise, including a skateboard deck and Vans
That's pretty good.
at hotandreadyshop.com.
I'm seriously considering buying Little Caesars Vans now, actually.
No, me too. You have no idea. You have no idea the urge.
I need new shoes is the thing. I may as well get Little Caesars shoes.
Okay, we can move on. I am not in any way affiliated with Little Caesars. God, I wish it was.
Oh my god. I don't have any sponsors. I only accept sponsorships from products that I use. And Bandcamp sure won't sponsor me.
I'm gonna link you the shoes
Yet.
directly in chat.
Hello, Little Caesars. I'd like to order 3 normal breads.
The thing. God,
Wait, those look sick as fuck! Wait!
Ew.
Oh my god, I want those shoes so bad! How much are you? Okay, we're stopping the stream for a second. Let me check how much these 85 bucks?
85. How bad do you want the shoes?
Ah, kinda, but not that bad. They don't have my size.
They don't? Oh,
Nope.
They're out of your size.
Alright,
I was
so...
about to say Merry Christmas! But they're out of your size.
Yeah, no, I wear size 9.
We're almost the same size.
You and like 65% of other people in existence.
Yeah, I have very average feet, except they're flat, so they make weird slapping sounds when I'm walking.
Okay,
Oh my god, same.
I'll look for something else for you. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I got flat foot, and so I make flipper sounds when I'm in motion.
I've medically flat feet.
Yeah.
My feet are wide, but they're very arched, like I have fucking pobs.
Yeah,
that
because
are
you do
long.
have pobs.
I know I do. Anyway.
The attendant adds, If you truly do wish for a history lesson, we have tours for that. Please stop macking up on our emperor.
I never said that I licked. I was gonna respond to Serenity and be like, I don't want him to slap my tongue though.
Serenity's gonna be like, yeah, you know what, that probably wouldn't taste very good.
It would taste like marble.
Rock.
No, I meant like the slapping.
Oh yeah, that would taste bad.
Oh yes, my skin tastes like skin.
I sure hope
Oh.
it does.
Let's not lick the Emperor.
Why are we not looking at the Emperor?
Because we don't want to
It
lick
is
a
a
statue. It's probably dusty.
It is also incredibly disrespectful.
What if the Emperor's into that?
I don't know. I will not entertain the thoughts of our god emperor being into things.
To
Then could
be
we
fair,
ask
the
him to
Emperor
come?
hasn't himself said that he finds it disrespectful.
To be fair, he hasn't said anything in a long time. He kind of just like locked himself up and did whatever the hell for the last. Ash
Maybe
is gonna count on her hands. A lot of years.
Several hundred
Maybe-
years.
Maybe that's what he's into. Being
Please
left
see-
the hell alone.
Okay.
You know what?
Yes. Now please go to your rooms, and we'll call you when it's time to do things. Or if you need help, there's a bell. Ring the bell.
Oh,
Okay.
it's so bad.
Serenity's
Do not
gonna
ring the bell.
whis-
You don't need help. You don't need help.
gonna
Oh my god.
whisper again, and she's gonna be like, "Sounds like this guy's also into being left the hell alone."
It does seem that way.
Jesus
Perhaps he is.
Christ.
Also, the phrase "that is a very objectifiable man" will linger in my skull for the next eternity.
You're the one who taught me that.
Did I say that? That sounds like something I'd say.
You literally said that to hurt Lucius before. I'm just using it to hurt Lucius and Summoner.
God. Anywho, you have some time to prepare before the inevitable, like, big banquet scene. Is there anything you guys would like to do beforehand? Make calls, ask for information, just discuss some things amongst yourselves?
I feel well prepared.
I don't fully know if Finley knows what they're doing.
We should probably tell Finley what the hell we're gonna do.
Yeah, so we are. What the hell are we doing again?
We're about to meet assorted people of the royalty and stuff and.
Are there any social norms that I should be aware of since I've already gone yelled at once?
You're just a little country bumpkin.
Our group is pretty good at breaking those.
Do you know how to teach others how to not break those?
I don't even know the
purposely
rules
break
this
them.
time. I try not to break them, and I don't even know the rules this time.
Dang.
Erica, your friendly NPC who's there to dispense helpful information, like a living tooltip,
No, she's Clippy.
pops up and says, it seems you guys are trying to figure out how to not put your foot in your mouth at a royal party. Would you like help?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not royal, nor do I go to parties often.
The
I've never
answer
been to
is
a party.
Never open your mouth, so that way your foot can't even enter.
You know, you say that, but that's actually not entirely incorrect. What I would recommend is during the actual, like, everyone's sitting around around the circle and, like, raising glasses and making toast and stuff, keeping quiet, you know, letting people do their thing. But once that sort of phase is over, you can basically mingle with whoever and talk with whoever. She gestures towards all of you guys and herself, with her wand specifically, are what some people would describe as exotic foreign warriors. And that means we'd be a hot commodity at a dinner party like this. You can basically walk up to anyone and talk, and they'd be interested. They're starved for something interesting to go on these days, you know? But we gotta wait till after they've had their, like, snooty, pinky raised, talking about wine and drink and the importance of the event and stuff moment, you know? That makes sense?
Hmm.
Can Ash just open her mouth and say the words, I like alcohol?
I mean, you did just say that. Oh shit, where'd he go? Summoner?
Summoner?
What? Oh,
Summoner has been de-summoned.
Summoner!
Oh no,
I've
they're dead.
despawned. Why
Oh,
did I
God.
despawn?
Oh no. They've been
Oh god. Help.
exiled.
What happened?
I was needed in League.
Oh no, that has
Oh,
been the lore for the last 6.5 years!
Remember there being flash and teleport.
Flash teleport, not flash ignite.
Fuck ignite.
I use exhaust a lot.
No, teleport's great because I can be respawning and then notice that there's a push at the other nexus and go, oh, and be there in 2 seconds.
Hey, okay, that's cool and all. Have you considered a low health enemy desperately trying to escape from you? And while you don't have mobility, you can simply set them on fire and watch them slowly burn to death.
I play Kale. No, that doesn't happen to me.
You play Kale, you play a cop angel. You don't get to say that. You burn people to death all the time.
What's with you and cops, Monox?
Excuse you, I've got the Judgment Kale skin. I use whatever that fucking blue shit is.
have
Summoner, did
cops
you
in
like
League?
exit out of your browser?
No.
Alright! Making his triumphant
Dead.
return, Summoner JPEG!
No. Don't JPEG me.
Oh, this
Summoner
is
has
gonna
been-
be a fucking episode.
Naughty
has
children get sent to the JPEG dimension.
Oh boy, fuck me running. Show must go on. Fuck.
Bye, guys.
Demoted to still image.
Okay, but the
You have
worst part
lost
is, I
your
watched that
mind.
happen live. You literally like faded out specifically. Like,
Why?
like
I
you
wish I
look like you got abducted by aliens.
I wish Lucius were here with voice mod so he could just hit the annihilation button.
But
The aliens abducted the summoner and left behind a cardboard cutout.
So no one will notice. Don't worry.
Oh my god. So, you've been made aware of your general, the general situation that you have to, perform. Specifically, you've been, updated on the fact that your job here is twofold. One is to protect Asher as he attempts to win a little bit of favor back for his house. Because if he gets super assassinated, that would throw the whole system out of whack. And two, you are to, as per the gentle requesting, see hiring, by the head inquisitor, Lady Fiona, you have been asked to investigate any leads in relation to the encounter with Ashkata's mother, and make sure that, one, that information does not get out to anyone beyond Fiona, and two, make sure that it doesn't somehow ruin the games.
Yeah.
People
That
need
stays
circuses
on
to
the
go with their bread.
There's totally nothing concerning about, my mom going up a mountain with a giant trying to steal orbs that summon gods and shit.
Yeah, well, we don't know if the orb itself summons things. The orb is just good battery for magic.
It's a delicious fruit gusher for gods, let's be honest.
Yeah, the 10 lords do love them some fruit gummies.
Who doesn't?
But yes, you have a little bit of free time to yourselves before the actual night's festivities. It is currently midday. Oh shit. Is there anything you guys would like to do with your time before the actual event?
Serenity.
Is there a gift shop?
Oh,
Ooh.
There might be. Serenity, you were saying something.
I was just gonna have Serenity just kind of talk about the situation.
Yeah, you probably should talk
Um,
about the situation.
Yeah, let's
She's just gonna say to the group, well, I've never done anything even resembling formal, so kind of a, a fish out of water here.
But Finn's the fish.
No offense to Finn.
It's okay. None taken. I am a fish out of water.
He is a scaly landfish.
Help! I accidentally made myself flammable.
Oh no!
Don't worry about it.
Did you spill some of your heat sauce?
I spilled some of my lighter fluid all over myself.
Oh
Aw,
god.
I thought that was a lighter going
Huh?
off.
No. I was putting it back in the casing.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was just like, well, time to light myself on fire.
Don't do that.
I need
There
to
were
test
several
if it's
points.
fit.
Yeah, don't light yourself on fire. That seems like a bad idea.
I was at the Ren Fair yesterday, and there was a fire eater there, and he was a really cool guy.
Summoner's back!
Oh, you're right, so
Oh,
there's
shit!
back hiding behind the fake one.
Welcome back!
And yet, in the false self, there is a trace of the true self.
Are you Dino Nuggies?
Someone's been playing SMT5.
I was thinking,
wish I was.
trust nobody, not even yourself, not even yourself, self.
Never talk to me or my shitty son.
God.
I can't believe you would call him shitty to his face.
Alright. By the way, my favorite part about SMT5 is you get to play as me.
Anyways, in character.
So you want to talk about the situation, Serenity?
Yes.
Yes. Well, she was like, yeah. So I've never done anything that could even be considered formal. So
I don't know if it's. I never done anything seriously formal, but I have conducted a wedding ceremony for my little brother's stuffed fishies.
Ooh.
yeah,
That is
does
just
sound
delightful.
Kind of formal.
That sounds pretty formal, actually.
Yeah, I
Okay.
wore a little clip on and everything.
Unironically, I think Finn is one of the more qualified people for this. Given that Ash is a little fishing bird, and the Vins are very, very informal as a rule. Monoct's formal doesn't fit this world. And Serenity is a punk rocker.
I think we're in trouble if I'm the most qualified.
Don't worry about it.
About you, Monoct, have you ever like officiated any weddings or anything in Avon?
Yes and no. Similar to weddings, not quite the same. Not quite the same, but close enough. I don't know if you noticed, but I am and Mona kind of just like puts does a little like gets a little frost in her hand. She's like, well, I am a representative of my god.
As you say that, and as you summon your Mote of Frost... Fuck, I said mote.
I love that word. Sip of OJ,
Oh,
guys.
one of your words?
Mote and Iota are my two, those are the V words. Those are
Every
her
time-
I
toothy
didn't-
maw.
I hadn't noticed moat.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Your little gust of icy wind, you find that reaching out and calling this ice is just a hair more strenuous than it usually would be. Like, if it previously was like flexing a pinky, now it's like making a fist.
That's
It still comes all the same and is just as cold, but the cold of your lands and the soothing chill of your god feels more distant than it was before.
Well, I doesn't really notice. Like notices, but not like notice,
She doesn't make note of it, but it does occur to her.
Yeah, basically. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
She's busy thinking about officiating weddings.
Aw.
Like
Well,
Guy
that's
Fieri.
great. Hey, if someone asks about like what do you mean not wedding, she will go and do a probably 10-minute technical explanation.
I was about to.
You could, but you know the risks.
That's fair.
So, other than that, is there anything you guys would like to get? Oh, you wanted to talk about a potential gift shop, Ashkata?
Yeah.
I just thought it would be sweet. Look, I don't want to. I know that. Look, shit. Bear should speak freely. Shit sucks. I need like a little pick me up. If I can get like a fucking souvenir of the capital, I could be like, shit. I'll send this back to my dad, and he'll put it on the mantle, and he'll be like, damn.
You know what would be fantastic to have in the gift shop?
What?
Gift.
Little mini emperor busts.
This
It's a
is
fucking
not the
Roman emperor
Smithsonian! This is the Imperial Palace! You can't just get a
fucking
kitschy
over.
little toy of fucking Darth Vader from the film museum.
Look, he's a vampire. These are vampires. They don't have to have fun. They don't have a party.
I want an action figure of the emperor to put in my mouth. Not in a weird way.
You're gonna Griffin's Amiibo corner, the God Emperor of
Yes!
Valter?
Wait, one second. V, I'm gonna post Enva Yearn face. We said Griffin's Amiibo corner in the same face.
Yes, we did. You can
Accent
ring a
right.
bell and ask about a gift shop.
I would like to know if there's a place I could get a souvenir or something. Send home in a respectful manner.
All right, that'd be a question for the attendants, and they have been summoned.
To fucking ring a bell. I have to
Summoned?
inconvenience someone. I'm just this tiny little bird being played by a tiny little fucking cow, and I have to inconvenience someone to get a thing from my dad.
One of the attendants, identical to the previous one, pokes their head through the door and says, yes, can I help you? Is there anything you require? Perhaps
Hello.
beverage or food?
Well, a sip of something non-alcoholic would be very nice. I have a question. Is there a place where I can go and purchase, like, a souvenir or something of, like, the capital? I would like to send home a keepsake to my father, who is, I don't know if he's ever been up here, but, you know, sentiment.
While the palace itself does not contain any sort of, like, curios or kitschy gift shops, unfortunately,
That's so perfect.
I have suggested it, though my suggestions have fallen on deaf ears. There are multiple establishments not too far from here inside the Imperial City itself. They tend to pick them up business during the games. Tourism and all. You know how it is. I would be happy to send out for something of that nature if you would like.
That sounds like it would be really nice. Is there like a sort of miniaturized like print of like a painting of the city?
Yes,
I wish
actually.
you were here, like a posted card.
We would be able to procure that for you.
Oh heck yeah! I would be very appreciative.
They bow low. Is there anything else you all require?
Could I get something that I can touch?
He blinks.
If
Yeah, there are many things you can touch. For example, apples and oranges. A blanket. Shoes.
Blanket does sound nice.
Would you like me to fetch you a novelty blanket?
Oh, yes.
He bows again.
Novelty. That sounds like fun.
It shall be done. And your drinks shall arrive with your items.
thank you.
And then he scurries off because this actually went well for him.
Yeah.
I hope that they're all right.
I'm gonna wear
Hey.
that blanket like a cape.
They sounded really stressed.
Yeah, I wonder why this one. They're so stressed. They've clearly done this sort of rigmarole a few times before.
Do you think that it's because that they won't install a gift shop?
I think so.
Yeah.
They're tired of their ideas not being taken seriously.
And after a few minutes, another servant arrives carrying what appears to be those like silver platters with a dome over them. You know the ones.
Yeah, I love the 1 second. I know a YouTube channel that says what is a silver dome platter.
Serving tray?
I love a cloche.
They have two cloches. They bow and present one and lift it up, and upon it are 3 glasses. Or I counted completely wrong. 5 glasses
I'm taking my glass.
of water, and in the other is a little postcard, just like you asked, and a 3-wolf moon blanket.
Oh,
Three
shit, hell
wolf
yes.
moon.
I would think they wouldn't like wolves in a vampire city.
That is a common misconception. We have nothing against the children of the moon, though they could stand to bathe in iota more. Fuck!
You do have something against them.
Take a sip of juice.
Oh my god.
I no longer know what to do with the blanket except for just like put it around my back and snuggle into it. But I would like to take my water and put my hermit crab in it.
The crab sits in the water and like taps the glass.
Mm. Nice and comfy.
It looks very content. I'm trying to say it less, Lucius. Don't at me.
If you say it less, I'll be less hydrated because it reminds me to take a sip of my juice.
Amazing.
Wait, did I miss the word iota being said?
Yes.
You said it, so I don't have to take a sip yet. But cracks open a cold conch of Kamala with mostly girl and 1 boys.
I feel like my ears just had a fucking stroke. What was that?
I opened up a Coca-Cola. I have a can of soda.
Oh.
Is that like Pilk?
No, it's actually just Coke.
It's 1/2 of Sproke.
Yeah, it's 1/2 of Sproke. I don't have Sprite, so I can't make my favorite drink. But
Oh, okay.
Sproke is very refreshing.
Sproke is surprisingly great. It's the official. It's the second official drink of my channel behind Mobilk 1.
Fuck.
What?
You know, when you pour Mobile 1 engine motor oil into milk.
Hmm.
All right,
That
so
sounds brown.
it is brown, but only like light brown.
Chalky
Like
milk.
Yeah, chocolate milk.
Coffee milk.
Chalky milk.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got our sip. We've got our souvenirs.
Got our blankies.
Hell yeah.
All right.
God, I'm so jealous of your blanket.
Oh.
You can join me in the blanket.
No, I just mean because I meant to buy one like that IRL. It's like 10, 12, like
Oh.
12 pounds, and I forgot to.
Yeah.
So-
I gotta-
You have your souvenirs. Is there anything else you would like to do before you are ushered into the proper dining hall?
Monox is just gonna check in. Is everybody prepared? Because this may. Oh, we are about to speak with many nobles.
I'm prepared.
Well, I feel like I've never been more prepared than I am now.
The most we can do is our
Admirable.
best.
That's admirable. Then let us be. Presume I've said something dramatic and fitting. Yeah.
Will do.
Thank you.
Is everything all right, Monact?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty
Things
then.
are fun.
After a good while of just kind of hanging, chatting, thinking about what you are about to be doing, that is to say, socializing, which is stressful as all hell. Eventually, another pair of servants, and they again, identical to the last view, appears at the doorway. They bow low to all of you as though you were champions, though they've been made sure to be aware that you are not, in fact, hired as such. And they motion to follow.
I guess I have to follow them.
Yeah, we're gonna follow.
And again through the hallways of the Imperial Palace, and again past the murals, and past the mosaics, and past the statuary, and past the indoor fountains, and past the many reliquaries of gold. By the way, can I get a perception check from everyone?
Is my passive not high enough?
What is your passive
19.
again? All right, yeah, you're good.
Jesus
Me.
Christ, Ash.
I'm
me
a
get my
little bird with
hands.
sharp, sharp bird eyes. I see everything except for DC 20 plus.
Perception. Let's see.
7.
3.
I accidentally a very, very perceptive bird.
This bird
I
sees.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. 10.
Guy. Do you think I'm joking?
13.
All right. Ashkata with her eagle-like eyes, though they are not an eagle themselves, and Finn with his intimate experience with the art on the walls.
Yeah.
Notice that they all depict probably dramatized events from the life of he who once lived in this palace.
Like he no longer lives?
It is not necessarily known to you guys whether or not he's in the building. You're welcome to ask as you walk through the halls towards the proper dining hall.
Well, I'll go ahead and...
No. All that I know is that no one's really seen him in a few hundred years. So I think that if you were in a building, we would know.
The lead attendant huffs and says, I'll have you know that I have seen him just... They check their watch. 25 years ago. I saw him out, and he points into the gardens. Just out there, wandering the gardens as he did so long ago.
Ash is just gonna blurt out, I'm like 25, dude. That's my whole life.
Oh yeah, that is longer than I've been alive, huh?
The other attendant ribs him and says, I'm pretty sure that one was actually a hallucination.
Like, are you sure it wasn't just another one of the paintings? There's a lot of them.
Or perhaps maybe the fountains, or an image of the White Lady, but transposed onto a very pale old man?
No, who said it had to be a white lady? Be a white man.
Could be a white man. The one who claimed that they had saw him huffs indignantly. And with that, you arrive inside of the grand feasting hall. Let me tab into another image.
Oh, fuck yeah, more image.
Oh, I love images.
Oh, hell yeah, it's a party.
And surprisingly, it is actually a proper party. Like, you went into here expecting some sort of austere and stiff upper-lipped event with the upper crust of society, and instead you find a great number of still dressed in finery individuals lounging on proscenium, surrounded by attendants and hangers-on, entourages and harems, speaking quite plainly around various dinner tables, stacked high with dishes from all corners of the empire, and perhaps even further than that. They sit. Oh yes.
I was gonna make it silly. It's fine.
No, fire away. I'd love to hear it.
I was gonna say I love to. I would like to lean over to Ash and just be like, "Is this lit?"
Ash is just gonna kind of nod a couple times.
I thought so.
As you
Can Ash lean over to him and nod and go, "Hey, is this lit?"
And Monarch kind of just looks up at the ceiling. She goes, looks up at the ceiling. She looks at the lamp. She goes, well, clearly.
Thank you, Manoj.
Clearly, it's all very lit.
the lights.
These fires are absolutely blazing.
Ash is just gonna kind of nod because she didn't get the other terminology either, but Manoj has just explained it properly. Thank you, Manoj. Yeah,
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's lit as fuck.
Within this dining hall, the dining hall itself is a vast, open-floored, circular sort of affair with multiple physical tiers, like raised levels of the circle, all very slowly rotating around each other in concentric orbits, and the walls themselves circle the building as well, laid out like the heavens themselves, as though a star map. Which, by the way, was a real thing that existed in ancient Rome. It was Nero's. It was Nero's personal banquet hall.
Sounds very disorienting if you're drunk.
Ooh.
He was drunk all the time.
Knowing a lot of Roman history, every time someone says Nero, I start to get giddy.
Listen, I researched banquet halls for hours looking for stuff that I could put here.
Why didn't
Isn't
you
Nero
ask
like that
me?
one character from FGO?
Yeah, Nero's the hot blonde saber with the fucking massive titties and like the see-through dress. But also
Yes.
they play
Wait,
Guard-
really? Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, there actually is a Nero?
Yeah,
That's
Nero is the blonde saber with with the red dress.
I thought Saber already had.
Sabers?
Okay, now-
there's like
that's not
several
the one I thought.
sabers. There's
Yeah,
Jean d'Arc, there's Emperor Nero, there's Claudius, there's King Arthur.
Yeah, one second. I'm dropping this in adjacent topic. This is Nero in Fate.
Nero sounds like a trans name.
played.
That's just Saber.
Yeah, this is Nero. This is Saber Nero. This is the saber in red.
There's multiple sabers. Saber is a
What?
class.
Yeah, when you think of saber as in like Artoria, there's a bunch of them. They're called saber faces. There's literally there's Artoria, there's Saber, there's Saber Alter, there's Caster, there's Lancer, there's the Corpse King, there's Jean d'Arc, there's a Saber in Red, which is Nero, there's the Mysterious Heroine, there's Ultra Heroine Z's, Saber Lion, Le Lovie, Mordred's a Saber, despite being Artoria's son, which is interesting.
There's a lot of sabers. They're basically a closed species, like a furry.
Yeah.
They're the
I have a
protogens of goddamn.
I have a lot of questions, and I feel like my life is only gonna get worse if I get
Yeah.
the answers to any of them.
Yeah.
One second, I'm gonna show my favorite man in any videos game that's ever existed. Behold.
I love video game men.
He's trans.
I love him.
Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, no. Yeah, Nero's in Fate. Nero is a saber. Okay. So party's lit as shit.
Yeah. And you see Asher on one of the lower rings, sitting at a table, lounging on a table by himself. And in the distance, at the highest ring, you see Zaro and his entourage. Zaro waves and raises a flagon to all of you, and you hear, slightly muffled by virtue of the sheer volume of people in the room, "I welcome, friends!
Teravem Zaro.
Seravan!"
I'm gonna wave a bunch.
I cut my hands over my mouth and go, thanks!
I have no idea who you are, but I'm excited to meet you soon!
And Manash like cupping her hands over her mouth. She's like, "That's." And she like looks down for a second. Finnegan, and he's with us now.
Neato!
Thank you, Zaro. Is it time for us to go find people to go learn things and hang out with?
In just a moment. I'll let you guys know when the vignettes part is starting.
Ooh.
You are then ushered to go sit by your employer, as you are intended to be with, or alleged champions are intended to be with the house that has hired them.
Alleged? You mean like intended?
No, alleged. You guys are not champions.
Yet.
Well, you might be the champion of Ava. We are not the champions for House Aelor for the games.
Okay, I wasn't sure, so thank you.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you.
We have
And-
explained.
Asher, seemingly not nearly as on edge as usual. as as betrayed by his not nearly as harsh eyes as usual. I said as usual twice, fuck. Asher looks like he's chilled the fuck out for a sec, probably because of the wine.
For him.
For those of you in the audience who do not recall, allow me to pull up a picture.
Somebody go get drunk as shit with Asher.
What's that? You
Somebody go get drunk as shit with Asher.
Very possible. He does a little finger wave and says, it's good to see you all. I take it your accommodations are satisfactory?
Quite so.
Yeah.
Good. That is always good to hear. Oh shit, the music stopped.
Oh no! Where did our cool guitar?
Bro.
Cool guitar. 10 hours.
Serenity's gonna be like, good to see you. Maybe one of 2 people outside of my party that I feel comfortable speaking to.
Yes, it's very good. So, has anyone given you any trouble yet? Sometimes the other champions can like to visit each other and haze them a bit.
My hand got slapped.
Your hand got slapped. How dare they?
No, it was my attendant. My attendant.
Double how dare they? He starts to stand up.
Can I grab him by the arm and pull him back down?
Yes, you can.
Just grabs him by the arm, pulls him back down. It's
flops
because he
down
tried
onto the-
touching. It's because he tried touching the bust of the emperor.
How dare you?
I was almost successful. I touched a lot of things.
Interesting phrasing.
I like the texture.
If you require something to stim on, we can find you rocks.
Oh, yeah.
As it were, I had a thing and it's already slipped my mind. Please, eat, drink, I had my fill already. I probably shouldn't have drank before eating, but you know, nerves, who can blame me? I might die in a few days.
Wait, what?
Well, if you die in a few days, that means that we did a pretty shit job, so...
Yes, if I die, you are fired posthumously.
Oh.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'll take that one to heart.
That said, you
Never
are
been
also
fired
technically
before.
my next of kin, so I cannot stop you from claiming my will.
Don't worry, I'll keep it.
Really?
I'll keep it well split up properly if you die. But you
gives a-
won't die, so don't worry about it.
He gives a little thumbs up. He's like, good on you. I'm glad I can trust the house to someone and with a good head on their shoulders, yes.
Asher,
Why
get
you
to
sound
choose
like
us.
you've already given up?
I haven't. I'm just,
No, not you.
Asher.
He like points towards the other houses. Look at them. Look at their champions. How mighty they seem. I'm going to get stabbed like 1,000,000 times.
Mild
bud.
stabbings can be
And you'll get up
therapeutic.
again.
Okay, one at a time.
Mild stabbings can be therapeutic.
I don't think they have a license in acupuncture.
Well, who cares if you get stabbed 1,000,000 times? You'll get back up.
You know, people die when they're killed.
Well, they won't let you die.
Only if they're killed.
You're right.
But
You're
you're not
right. I have a
Yeah, no,
million
you-
hit points. I'm invincible.
Asher, I'm not sure. You chose us, and you have. Well, you remember, we're not fighting for you. We're supporting you. You have an excellent cleric on your side, and a girl who could potentially rip someone's face off if the opportunity was presented to them. And one of the finest bards in all of the continent, who I'm certain will do something incredible with her magic during this event. And also,
And a friend.
and a friend, yes, and a Finn friend.
Yes, Finn. Was it Finn?
That's my name.
Yes, I'd like to speak to you in the relative near future, just so that we can get properly acquainted.
I can't wait.
Yes. I'm sure you're very excited to talk to the guy who's legendary for the stick up his ass, as it were.
Why do you have...
It's a metaphor.
well-
People think I'm very rude.
Well, you know what I think you need?
What do I need?
I place my hand on his shoulder warmly, and with my other hand, I take up my hermit crab. And I say, I think you need it to come out of your shell.
He looks at the little crab, and then he looks at you, and then he looks at the little crab, and then he smiles a little bit, like just a little, but this is the first time any of you guys have seen him smile. You notice that his mouth is full of fucking fangs.
Oh, he got shark teeth?
Yeah, like shark teeth.
Just like me.
Like, these are not the fangs of a vampire. There's, like, something definitely off.
Huh.
I think I see why Elle sees a lot in this man.
I have a gift for you, and that is the gift of knowledge. Did you know that starfish are not fish?
What are they? Tell me.
Stars.
Friends.
He nods sagely as though this solved his problem somehow. And then he sits quietly.
You've done it.
I don't know. I was looking up fun facts, and it didn't say what starfish were. It just said they weren't fish.
They're stars.
Shit, you're right.
Fucking dweeb.
That's so good! Oh my god!
I love Finley.
I'm so
He's so
glad.
good.
I love this dumbass fish.
He's so good! He's so
He's-
cool!
He's trying his best.
He's so good, though!
Starfish or whatever the fucking echinoderm is.
They're whatever they want to be, just like you.
Lovely. By the way, would you guys like for me to read out the menu, or are you guys content just imagining the great deal of food that's on offer here?
Hit me. Although I'm pretty hungry right now, so that might be dangerous.
Don't want to order DoorDash right now.
Okay, hey, Serenity, would you like my food hack?
What?
You buy one bag of potatoes, and you can make baked potatoes in the microwave for the next week.
I do the
They're
same
like
thing.
$5. They're like $5, and they're so easy.
This
And
is
you can,
the
like-
part where I upset everyone by saying I don't really like baked potatoes.
That's fine.
That ain't a problem. You can make fucking pork and beans and rice,
Like me.
and it's God on a spoon.
We're back to the
That-
pork, beans, and
all I-
rice.
all
Oh,
I
you know
had
what,
to eat-
Serenity? Serenity, Vi, remind me after this. I'll send you my mac and cheese recipe.
Oh, I do like mac and cheese.
Do you like mushrooms and green peppers and onions?
I haven't ever properly tried a mushroom.
You haven't?
No.
You've never.
Okay, well, I'll talk to you more about this after stream.
So do you or do you
I-
not want the menu?
All I had to eat today was a fucking disappointing pizza.
Oh my god. Dude, you need food.
Well, it was like a whole pizza.
You ate the whole pizza?
Yeah, it was just disappointing. I didn't want to waste it though.
I understand.
Let's not shame any choices.
I'm more just
What?
like, damn, I'm so sorry you had that much disappointing food.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna judge you for what you eat, man. Anywho, so. Suffice to say, the spread laid out before you is earthly and unearthly delights that, frankly, are only there, seem to only be there to flex. It's the setting equivalent of, like, ice cream with gold flake in it.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Jesus.
That doesn't even flavors.
This is all very good, I promise. However, it is not necessarily priced appropriately for their quality, if you catch my drift.
Ah.
This is the Imperial Palace flexing.
Is Salt Bay here?
Salt Bay is not here.
Okay. Thank the gods.
But there is honey fried dormice.
Approximately how much truffle oil is on everything?
Used sparingly and saved for things that it would accent well.
Oh, thank God.
Ooh.
There's honeyed pork, roasted lesser phoenix, dragon's heart, honey fried dormice, peahen eggs made of pastry stuffed with figs, meat puddings of many varieties, olive relish on bread, damson plums and pomegranate seeds, vitellian peas, liters of wine, and globies stacked high to the heavens.
I'm gonna take a liter
Sorry,
of wine,
did you
thank
say
you.
dragon's heart?
Yes, dragon's heart. Whether or not it's actually the heart of a dragon or some other animal done up to look like a dragon's heart remains to be seen.
It could just be fondant the entire way down.
It's almost certainly not a real dragon's heart, I bet.
Probably not.
I'm gonna snatch a liter of wine while no one's paying attention.
There are 3 varieties on offer. Well, 3 families of wine on offer. There is red wine, black wine, and white.
Which
The
one
red
will
is Crownian.
Which one will remind me? Oh, just take that one. Holy shit. I'll take a liter of that thick lesbian juice. Thank you very much.
Is black wine real?
It is not.
Oh.
Black wine is alcoholic blood.
Shit, now I
Oh.
want that.
That's human blood. I don't know if that's safe for you.
I'm a little murder carnivore bird.
Fair.
I have blood.
When you rise to go collect 2 do you go for 2 liters of wine?
No, I'm gonna go for 1 liter and then a cup. I'm gonna try the black one.
All right. As you take the the black wine, the servants and some of the other nobles look at you with mild amusement, as you very clearly have not suffered the night kiss. That is to say, you're probably not a vamp in their eyes. And so they're curious what the hell you're doing with blood.
I like blood.
I want to waterfall some of that.
Yeah, sure.
It's great. It's great. I don't care if I look silly. I'm gonna drink it and I'm gonna have fun.
All right.
Amazing.
I'm gonna hold eye contact with someone who giggled at me while I drink the whole fucking glass.
Power move.
All right. Can you roll me a d20? Actually, can you roll me 1 d20 and 1 Constitution save?
Well, good news for you. It came out as a 17, and the con save is a 17.
All right. You pass the con save with flying colors. You
Oh,
are not
no.
tipsy from a single sip.
Oh god.
However, the house that you have made eye contact with is
Am I gonna regret rolling 2 17s?
one of you don't know the name and you do not know the colors beyond that they are their colors are dark navy and gold accenting. But the 2 that are watching you seem to be a pair of twins, vampires, men, with a 3rd tiefling male sitting between them.
Ah, god damn it. I just chugged a glass of blood in front of them.
They nod. You want me to pull up their PNGs that I made in Pit Crew?
Oh yeah, do
Give me
it.
them PNGs.
Let's hope that I don't take damage.
Nah, they're dudes. You'll be
Oh,
fine.
thank god.
I'll take damage.
Oh, thank god, I'm safe today.
Vamp on the left.
I love them.
I see that Lucius is suffering.
Vamp on the right.
They're fucking incredible.
That one trips my radar.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, there I go.
Wait,
There we go, killing again.
now I need to find where the picture of the tiefling between them is.
Aw man, Vamp on the right is just pretty enough. Ugh.
I love this.
And here's the
Hurt
tiefling
in my-
man.
No! No, you can't do this to me! You know how this fucker gets me!
Oh god.
No!
Oh no.
Oh, you're fine. It's just dudes. Oh, don't worry about it.
That's pretty gender.
Motherfucker, Kazi is pretty goddamn gender.
Oh my
Oh wait, no,
god.
he should be
I
wearing...
literally like this fucker enough to make them a dilf in something.
He's not wearing his mask, sorry.
Oh, it's even worse.
Ah.
Great. Great. This is fine. No, this is fine. This is fine. Kazi is fucking pretty. Hey, let's go.
They're
Let's go.
watching.
I'm just sitting here being 100% lesbian. Like,
Uh,
those some guys.
they sure are. One on the left,
Those-
nothing. One on the right, just pretty enough. Kazuya right in my goddamn face, kill me.
The ghosts sure are PNGs.
Those sure are.
There you go, here's some pick crews, buddies.
Thank you.
I love them.
Can I participate in peer pressure by also sipping of the wine?
Yeah, sure.
I chugged the whole glass, bud.
Ah,
I mean, they're still Pramnian.
Oh, true.
They rec-
Hey, I'll take my lesbian juice.
A servant comes by with it and bows, offering another liter of blackened.
all right.
You know
Grab the
what?
bottle, head pulled back, open the mouth, waterfall.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so have you ever like consumed any meaningful amount of blood?
I've consumed things live.
That counts. It's all salt and iron, and with the burn of alcohol.
That's pretty satisfying.
It's hearty, and it isn't even a little bit sweet. It's like stew, honestly.
Why does this sound good?
I'm gonna have a sip of my Coca-Cola, which is the next closest thing in reality.
To drinking human blood? I mean, yeah.
Oh, you're right. Hot Dr. Pepper.
Could you roll a con save, by the way?
Yeah, go. Yeah,
I
you
really
go.
hope
Alright,
that you
I
stay
have to
on
go feed my dogs. I'll be right back.
No problem.
Yeah, you
What
can hear them.
row?
They're begging me for the foodsies.
That is a 6.
Oh no!
Alright, you're already feeling a little bit of a buzz. You're not knocked out, obviously, but it's strong. There's a fun fact. They recommend watering down almost all Roman wines.
Neat.
Yes, this is the type of wine that a suburban mom would love, in that you can drink it with ice.
Ouch, my heart.
I think it's fine. I'm mostly water.
As you look around, by the way, you notice, or rather, you recognize at least one other person here, aside from Zotto and Asher. You see Octavia, the guard woman who was spending time with you guys previously.
Can I wave at her?
She waves, and the house scion who is with her looks at you guys and just kind of narrows his eyes. Would you like me to pull up the scion of House Fraser?
Yeah.
man. I
Sorry,
hope it's
House
not.
Crane.
Oh. I hope it's Frasier.
I hope it's Kramer.
Oh, I hope it's Niles.
It's Fraser Tactics.
I'm going to fucking lose my goddamn shit
What the
right now.
hell?
You know what? You know what? I take back everything I said about the pretty vampire and Kazuya. I found heaven. It's Frasier Tactics. I once again only care about women. Why is my head transparent?
Well, actually, no. You also recognize Lady Charon of the House of the same name. You know, the
Oh,
little
no.
undead, the little undead commanding tiefling girl.
Oh, she's really cute.
She's straight up eating a burger.
Why do I not remember her?
She was the one from our from our episode where we just like saw her leading the procession. This one, she's so fucking.
Oh, she's
yeah.
adorable.
I need to mute myself for a second so I can get gay noises.
Oh my god. Yeah, she's just straight up eating a burger by herself, surrounded by fucking skeletons. They're cheering her on, by the way.
I love her.
Like, it's just a bunch of skeletons being hype guys while she quietly eats a burger.
That's fantastic.
Go,
What?
go.
Wait, what house did you say she was with?
House of the same name, House Karan.
Oh,
Oh,
when you
I-
said of the same name, I thought you meant Fraser house
me
as
too.
well.
No, she's not from House Crane.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to.
How was your gay time?
I've been reminded that women pretty. I'm struggling.
You're gonna be okay.
No, I'm in for a lot of hurt tonight.
It could be worse.
Yeah. At least Wendell isn't here.
You know, she's still comfortably in Norn.
Ah, thank God.
Probably watching. She plans on watching the games on the Spell-O-Vision.
Shit. Thank God.
What's up, Violet?
I just said God at the phrase spell-o-vision.
Yeah, you guys got spell phones and Spell-O-Vision.
Yeah.
Anywho. And as you have all settled in, there is a brief hush that falls over the rest of the houses now that everyone has fully been acquainted with their teams and their support network, and everyone is largely present and accounted for. Oh, what's that?
I posted 2 images that are us right now.
Oh
Green.
god. Alright, brief meme tour.
I'm sorry. They were applicable. This is just me and Finn.
Correct.
Finn is the only one who is tipsy. This is just me and my bad pouring skills.
That's so good.
Thank you.
Okay, but who's the one looking very concernedly?
That's me watching you pour.
Oh yeah, here you go.
It's even red like blood.
Hello,
That's why I
nobles.
posted it.
Hello, nobles. How do you do?
Asher, by the way, when he sees you guys drinking, just raises his glass and downs another, and then lays down on his fucking triclinium. For those of you who do not know, a triclinium is basically a lounging chair. It's almost like a couch. Honestly, it's somewhere between a couch and a bed. Very comfortable.
That sounds wonderful.
If you've ever watched Futurama, it's what Hedonism Bot's lower body is.
That's fantastic.
You guys are also allowed tricliniums.
Oh, I want a triclinium, but also I'm apparently have to talk to people.
Yes. Oh, for the record, by the way, this dining hall, though it is walled and roofed, you can tell that this is actually somehow on the upper floors of the palace, even though you did not ascend any stairs.
Oh shit, Twilight Zone.
And you can see the outside of the city, or no, you can see outside into the city, even from your position there.
I'm
Down
gonna
at the lower
headcanon.
realms. What's
I'm
up?
gonna headcanon that one of the halls on the way here was literally like up a wall, and we just didn't notice because of how like perspective works here.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
It's just like a very unnoticeable incline.
And it just ends up vertical, like we did a loop the loop.
It's
Like
Sonic.
the Willy Wonka.
Yes.
We are Sonic the Hedgehog.
And as the hush falls over the crowd, Zaro from the highest point in the building stands, and the various servants gesture to keep the hush going, and one whispers to you all, I don't know how well you've been keeping up on the previous standings, but House Isek was the previous winners of the games, and so have been tasked with this year's inaugural speechings.
Well, yes.
Zaro,
Makes sense.
what's up?
I just said makes sense.
Yeah. Zaro takes a horn of some sort of drink, quaffs it slowly, like he's just holding his finger up while he drinks the whole goddamn mug,
God, what a power move.
and then sets it down. waits patiently, picks up another one, and then holds it while he makes a speech.
Now that is grace.
And he says, "Friends, countrymen, tonight is a night of reverence and remembrance for the traditions that we uphold, the country that we serve, and for the comrades who are not able to make it tonight. Some 5 years ago, on a night much like this, the scion of House Rhodes was struck down. And, not too long before this one, the father of House Aelor was struck in similar manner. But, let us not hang our heads low, no." He raises his drink. "Let us raise our drinks and our fists to their memory, and continue on with our duties." He then downs this one as well.
Jesus.
Slams this one down onto the table. "Yes, for tonight we come together as human, as Ilf, as Vampire. But in facing down the challenges that are put before us by life, the Chavo, you will all walk away tonight as Orcha. For tonight, we are all the same people. Tomorrow, probably not." He laughs and gives a big thumbs up to everyone. "So drink, make merry, and don't die." And then he sits back down.
Can I pat Asher when he says don't die?
He's like partially like snoozy, and when you pat him, he blinks. It's like, "Huh? Did I miss it?"
Zato said that we're all orcs tonight and don't die.
Oh, yes, he says that every year, even when he doesn't win.
I mean, it sounds like being an orc for a night sounds pretty fucking sweet.
I wouldn't
Yes.
mind being an orc.
What was that, Monoct?
Oh, I wouldn't mind being an orc.
Speaking of, by the way, Monoct, as Zaros like slumps in his chair, and he, by the way, he is not on a triclinium. He's on a normal chair. Everyone else is on their lounging gear. He's on a chair. But as he slumps down, he then looks down towards the House Aelor table and points you out specifically. Cocks his head to the side as though like, "Hey, come on." And he stands up to go somewhere. And this is the part where we break off into single-person vignettes.
Ooh.
One time.
Who would like to go first? By the way, yes, I did put on the chill lo-fi specifically for roleplay and talk moment.
You told me I'm going last.
Yes, Eshkata will be going last.
I'll go first if anybody else wants to.
Now you go first
feel
because
like you
Zaro
did You did kind of just set it up to transition smoothly, so...
That's
Yeah,
true,
Monoct.
but we could always break that if Monoct wasn't feeling it, you know?
No, I just got back. I'm
Yeah.
fine. Actually, my sticker came in, so
Oh, hell yeah, you got your sticker!
I got my sticker. It's great.
You also
I'll
get to
post
hang
pictures
out with
of it later.
Orc Dad now.
Yeah, I get to hang out with Orc Dad.
Alright, so you get up to go follow?
Yeah. Like no hesitation, just immediately like does the fucking Skyrim stand and trots over.
God. I know the
like, you
one.
put your Yep.
You walk through some chairs.
Just knock over a pile of apples and pomegranate seeds. They go fucking
Hey.
everywhere and the servants go, "No!"
And the servants go, do you come to the banquet often? Oh, of course you don't.
Do you get to the cloud district often?
But yeah,
My
I'm on
grandfather, Hans Fuckbeard, the greatest hero in all of Skyrim.
Oh god. I'm not gonna whip out the Nord voice unless someone asks me to nicely.
Will you whip out the Nord voice?
Tell me something to read out loud.
I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far.
But Parthronax is such a bitch-ass pussy! Does not come down, snatch my cow, return me a sheep! I'm going to go up the 1,000 steps and give him a piece of mine steel! Thank you.
That kind of has some a froggy is be a way based.
To be fair, my Froggy is a wee Beastie Boy started as a Skyrim one.
Incredible.
So
Amazing.
So,
Have fun.
you follow Zaro, and you make many steps down the many halls and enter what appears to be some sort of like private cloister or study. It's done in various furs and woodcraft, and at a glance you can definitely tell this is the room that he's been assigned. He's sitting at a desk, and there's another chair there. He gestures to sit as well.
And Monarch's polite, so she's gonna do that. I'm just gonna sit in the chair.
It is good to see you again, Lord Speaker. I'm
And
sure.
yourself.
Oh, you first?
No, you first.
And
I didn't
I'm
mean
sure you have many questions from our previous meeting.
Yeah. Oh goodness, many, Zaro. Monarch is also gonna go through the process of saying the entire name for all the minutes it takes.
He nods along and grins, knowing that you did take the time to remember his many titles.
Yeah.
Yes, you've done your homework, Lord Speaker. I'm impressed. So,
It is only polite.
I am sure you have many things to ask, and I have some questions as well. So, I merely... what is word for it? I await with bated breath. Please know that I may not have all the answers for you, but I may have some.
Likewise, I cannot promise to know everything, but I shall endeavor to do my best.
So,
Um,
go ahead. Fire away.
Oh, no,
Not
no.
literally. Do not execute me with terrible flames from hell.
I do not intend to. I feel that would be quite detrimental to everything that I've worked for so far.
It would also be a real dick move.
Indeed it would. Indeed it would, Zato. Though, it was your invitation, and I will give the first question to you.
Yes, no, ask all of them. It may take a moment to formulate answers for each, and I'd like to give them all their due processing.
Very well.
Processing, funny word that. Go on.
Aye, right? It's you wouldn't think a noun would have an ing at the end, but anyway. Any road. I do have the first question. And Monarch's gonna slip into that familiar, just like flowy, kind of very kind of tongue of Avon again, Diamond rather, and asked, "So, how do you know Diamond?"
An old friend taught me it.
An old friend.
Friend, acquaintance, comrade, another Ocha. It does not matter. I don't think he would get the result.
May I ask their name?
The name that he gave me was, Eric.
Eric?
Yeah.
Oh.
But,
No, different Eric.
could have... He coughs a couple times, because I'm coughing in real life, because I swallowed my spittle wrong.
No, I'm so sorry, B.
It's okay.
Ah.
No, it is, could have been fake name, picked up as he landed. Could have been old name, I do not know.
Could you describe him? I'm very curious.
I doubt you would have known him, it was many years ago. No
Perhaps
offense, you do
before
not seem to be, he checks his wrists, in the mid 300s.
Ah.
I'm old man! I joke about being out of touch, but that is because I grow old.
And you grow wise as well.
One would hope.
You seem to have done a fine job so far. So it's not anyone I know. Excellent. Well,
No, it was
I don't know
long
whether to
time
be
ago.
pleased about- I don't know whether to be pleased about that.
Long enough to be ancestor, honestly.
Aye.
He never told word of his conquest back home.
on quests. uh,
It's joke.
uh,
It's joke. I am orc.
yes,
I make
yes.
jokes.
Yes, of course. Yes, right. Of course.
Go on. What other
so-
questions do you have for Zaro?
Well, it's funny. You're one of the few I've met who is familiar with Avum at all, who actually sees it as real.
Yes.
So leading into that, I assume you've kept contact with Avum at least anywhere close to recently. Has there been any news from from there?
News from the northern lands. He leans in slightly, as though like elbows on knees, sort of lean in. Thanos is going to debate you about Steven Universe. Lean in.
Ooh,
You know the pose.
I don't actually, but let's go.
Oh, okay. I'll pull that up after the conversation.
Please do, yes.
Elbows on knees, lean in. Voice soft. News travel slow across clouded seas. I know little of what goes on in your homeland. I hear stories from whispered seers, soothsayers, but little from the actual land itself. My apologies if that is a... Oh, thank you for Thanos is going to debate me about Steven Universe.
I muted so that you guys wouldn't hear me like coughing a bunch because I swallowed wrong. But I
Oh.
posted Thanos leaning.
Thank
I
you.
see it. Thank you.
By the way, he literally comes out of the shadow when he does that. Like, that is an important physical detail of what's going on here. This is Zaro's current stance.
Amazing. I love it.
But
He's
yes,
so goddamn cool.
news travel slow. I should probably just pull up a picture. Where I need to pull up Zaro.png. Sorry,
Yeah,
Zaro.jpg. Yeah. Imagine this in the Thanos is going to debate me about Steven Universe.
Zaro.jpg.
Yeah. News travel slow across clouded seas. I'm sorry. I can tell you what I know, but I doubt it is anything you do not.
Oh, I've been away for some time. Do you know who the would you have any clue who they may have appointed in my stead in my absence?
Frankly, I barely know what you were.
Oh, I was.
I recognize the armor from Eric's stories, but he did not elaborate. He told me that it was some sort of religious function. But whether that be high priest, high priestess, cleric, altar keeper, I did not know. I went with Lord Speaker because he felt like you could need a compliment.
And Monat, to Zara's credit, does like she's just beaming through all of that. Like her cheeks are a little red, and she's trying very hard to make eye contact, but not quite making it.
He
happen.
taps his temple and says, I joke about being fool, but I wiser than you think. So, I do not know of your title and cannot tell you who your successor would be.
Ignano Lokin is towards my title.
Ah, I understand
suppose.
to a point.
It's more of a. How would I? The cultural barrier makes it quite difficult to
Try me.
properly explain the duties, but it's simultaneously a religious figurehead, whilst at the same time being a arm of. My role was to uphold the ideals and duties and deeds that would best represent my faith, that of Lokin and the other Kotra, though Lokin particularly. And so my role would be to a champion of sorts. How every town has their folk hero, the one they sing the stories of, and Ignalo Lokin is the one they sing of in Avon, whoever that may be at the time.
Well, not
I
me anymore.
understand.
I wonder if they made new armor. Probably not. They might have.
I, I hate to break it to you, Lord Speaker, but you brought the armor with you. I'm sure they had the fortune
I
there.
did. I did. It's just this never happened before, to my knowledge. So, it's just an idle thought. Pay it no mind.
So,
Pay
are
no-
there any other questions you have for me, Lord Speaker?
There is one though. Keep this one to yourself, please, if I may.
My lips are sealed.
Have you been hearing rushing water?
I live by
in odd
river.
places? No, in odd places that you shouldn't, such as your chambers, or on the road here, or anywhere that may not be at.
I have not. If I had auditory hallucinations, I would speak to the soothsayers.
So no clocks or anything of the sort.
I do
no
not.
tick tick tick.
Nope. I was always more of a sundial man myself.
Okay, excellent.
But I will keep that in mind, Lord Speaker.
Yes, if you do, please just say something.
He
Alright?
raises his flip phone. I have your number now. I will call you.
do. Aye, perfect.
A fun fact about Zaro is he bandages his hands himself every day in case he needs to punch something, although he has not punched anything in at least 3 months.
No rock punching for him. Got it.
Yeah, he's not Chris Redfield.
Okay. Then 2 more questions, and one is 2 more questions. The first, do you have any Phobia seeds I might carry with me? And the second, because that one's so short, why Lord Speaker?
Well, I do not have trophy seeds, but
Oh.
I do have a vial of their shavings, if that is close enough.
Close enough. Yes.
Yeah.
There's a process that can. Yes,
He sets
that will be fine.
he reaches into his pocket and sets it on the desk for you to take.
She fucking snatches that shit.
As for Lord Speaker, as I said, I guessed you to be some sort of religious functionary. And figured, Lord Speaker, that feels about right. That is appropriate within titling conventions, kenning. I think the word isn't common. And, no offense, you give me the preachy vibe.
You would not be the first to say that, my friend.
Hey, you're what? You said you're a religious figure. You're,
Sort of.
you're a functionary. You're an arm of a church.
I suppose you could say that, yes.
We speak through our deeds, and if your deeds exalt and edify your gods, therefore you are Lord Speaker. You speak of the lords through your deeds. Ah, that feels about right.
And somehow you've summed it up more succinctly than 20 years of teachings. Excellent.
He pounds his chest. Look at me, I am tutor. I could be priest of your faith. I could not. I have my 10, you're 15, or... it was 15, yes?
15, yeah.
That feels... He looks left and right, as though someone would hear him and be offended that isn't you. I'm going to be honest, 15 feels a little excessive. 10 is good number. 15 too many.
Well, it's...
I have
That's a
10
lot,
fingers for reason.
You have 12 segments on your fingers, and if you count your palm and the 2 segments on your thumb, you have 15.
I don't count my bones.
No, the segments of your finger. No, like, and Monat kind of holds out her right hand, and points to, like, the tip of her pinky, the tip of her finger in turn, and then each, like, individual segment on them. He goes, well, that's 12. And then your palm is 1, and the 2 segments that make up your thumb are 15.
Much to think about. I do not like this bone counting, but I understand.
Oh, no, there's more bones in there than 15.
Oh,
But as far as the appearance, 15.
much to think about. So,
But I don't...
oh, you were saying something, Lord Speaker. I'm sorry I interrupt. I am excitable in my age.
Oh, by all means, I completely understand. I was merely granting you the floor again. Not to ask all the questions myself, you had some of your own.
Yes, yes, I had a handful. A handful. So, the jolliness disappears from his voice, and he, like, returns to Thanos sit. I have to ask you a small handful of things. One,
That's
what
going,
are
my
you
friend.
doing on this continent? You're very far from home, Lord Speaker.
Monact is very quiet, but in a way that's thinking very hard, as opposed to unsure what to say.
Mm-hmm.
Which, well, thinking because she's unsure what to say. She goes, and after a while, she says, "This stays between us, Zoro."
Again, my lips are sealed with Gorilla Glue.
I don't know what Gorilla Glue is, but I assume it's something quite strong. Very well. Exiled.
You were exiled, yeah?
Yeah, there was a fight I could not win, and as a penance, they threw me on the boat.
I see. I see.
And now I know they need me. They need me. I know they do. They need me. Avum needs me. Diamond needs me. So I have to get back.
Mm-hmm. And, you wish to get back, when?
As soon as my business here is finished, I suppose. I owe Arcadia a great deal for, I suppose, saving me when I first arrived. But beyond that, I love Norn and Vronter, but they're not my own. Maybe that will change. I've read the stories, but for now, just I don't know.
And if the jobs never end? If this one leads into another and suddenly you find yourself embroiled on a path that goes on forever, what then?
I can wait.
You'd
I'll
only
wait.
have so much time, Nacht. No offense, I do not see you as the immortal type.
To my knowledge, I'm not. No,
Yes,
but
it is
if
blessing, you know.
but my debt to Arcadia and the Rangers comes first. If I can never go back, then so be it.
Mm-hmm. That is interesting to know, contrary to what I've heard. I hear many things, though, most of it untrue. Sifting through the lies is part of the job. I have one last question.
Yes.
Just one.
Okay.
What is it you believe in, Manacht? Answer how you will.
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Your heart beats, Manacht. To whose drum? Your lord's? Your own? Your duties? Your people? Who do you fight for? Who do you live for? For what reason are you, why do you wake up? Why do you continue? Huh? Forgive me for being indelicate. Hey, Summoner, you are like spinning. Are you good?
Yeah, Summoner's fucking out of here.
I know I'm losing it.
Hang in there. Do you want me to replace you with a PNG for a sec?
You're good.
Baby, I don't know what's happening. I was just about to comment on that myself.
Thank you for the follow. Alright, one sec. I'm sorry, I have really bad ADHD and I keep getting distracted by what appears to be you guffawing.
Like, quickly put in the cardboard cutout.
Okay, we'll get back to you. Back to character. Forgive me for being indelicate. You seem the gloomy sort as well? It is hard waking up sometimes, so I ask why continue. I know that of your 15, I have my 10, but they are not why I wake up in the morning. They're not why I get out of bed and yell a lot at random strangers about the old ways. No, it is because I feel that I must, because it means something to me. So, I ask again, what do you believe in, Monacht? And he does say Monacht. He skips the Lord Speaker for a moment. Whatever that, what that might mean to him, you don't. It remains to be seen.
And Monarch, she closes her eyes and she makes the little hand gesture of the little heart, the little like heart. It's not like the ones you make with like the one. It's not like the modern one where your thumbs are pointing down, your fingers curl inward. It's like upside down. So your index fingers are pointed down and your thumbs make the curve at the top.
Yeah, I get you.
She takes a few deep breaths and she says, Zara, fuck, of course, one sec.
I have all the time in the world. I live until I'm killed. Or rather, until something decides it is my time to be killed. It is complicated.
Alright, sorry about that. Monarch, she takes a few deep breaths and she says, if this is the point to shake my faith before the big tournament, I am afraid it's not going to work.
I have
do
no
appreciate
need
your
of
concern.
mind games, Lord Speaker. I am merely asking question. You seem in need of someone to talk to, someone to ask the hard-hitting questions. And while I am not a reporter, I am curious. Curious man. So, what do you believe in? If you do not have answer, I do not have need of you.
Strength.
Strength.
I believe in
Interesting.
Strength. It's
What, you
It
like
is, yes.
muscles?
in all of its many forms. Strength of will and strength of body and strength of mind and strength of heart and strength of camaraderie and strength of resolve. And
Interesting.
if I wish to be strong for those who can't, for those who won't.
And on the days that you cannot.
Then I hope someone will be strong for me.
He nods. Approvingly, in fact. Alright. You have satisfied my questions, and I have done my best, although slightly faltered, in doing so for you. If you have something more to ask of House Isak or myself, I'm happy to provide. I apologize if it seemed like I was trying to play mind games with you. I promise this was out of genuine curiosity for someone who I hope to one day call a friend. Oh, thank you for the sip, Crowoma.
Monarch just kind of stands up, puts her hand out for a handshake, but she doesn't say anything.
He stands and shakes hers, and you find his calloused hands, these well-worn palms, surprisingly gentle in his grip.
And Monarch's grasp likewise is firm, but her hands are trembling.
He holds the door for her to step out first. No, go.
Yep.
Return to your friends. I apologize for any indelicacy.
No, quite all right. You've done nothing wrong. Maple tea,
Good.
Zoro.
It is good to speak to you.
And thank you.
Oh, don't forget your spices.
I have them.
Good.
But take care, Zoro.
And he bows.
And Monarch bows back, gives a little Avum hand sigil again, and heads back to the table.
Yeah. And he does not follow, at least not initially.
Ooh. I
And
mean,
we return-
Monarch's at the tables.
Hang in there, Finn, by the way. But yeah, we return to the table. How's everyone living?
Hello. I'm living.
Screwed up. Those
Alright.
are sounds.
So, who wants to go next? Oh, Marak, do you want to do anything as you return to the table? Visibly shaken?
She's just gonna sit down food's ready, right?
Food's very ready. There's so much goddamn food.
She's just gonna sit down and keep eating, and just start eating, and put a lot of trophy shavings on everything, including the stuff that I wouldn't normally taste good with.
Incredible. Who wants to go next? This could either be Finn talking with his employer, or Serenity with, well, a surprise. Not surprise as in, like, this is gonna be some big, like, super important thing. Or could be. I don't know yet. Well, I don't know how it'll turn out. Serenity is a beautiful name.
Thank you.
Proroma, I love your Neko arc, by the way.
The what? Has Chroma been hiding a Neko arc from me the entire time, and I just didn't notice? I
If
hate
you click on their
Chroma.
name, it's like their profile pic or background is a Neko arc.
It's so good.
Oh my god.
So who wants to go next?
Well, is Finn here?
I'm here.
Are
Finn.
you in a state to go next, or do you want me to go?
I'm good to go.
Okay.
I gave up on my model. My thing just broke. It's fine.
Oh, you're valid.
All right,
Finn.
Finn time.
It's Finn time.
This is not technically fully solo, since the rest of the team is at the table, but it is, like, mostly for you. Asher, like, reawakens from his mini-nap, seemingly re-energized, and he says, So, Finn, is that short for anything? Finley, Finnegan, Finster?
I'm sorry, it's because I forgot. Out of character.
Oh
Out of
my
character.
god.
I thought it was. I haven't said it's Finley, but then earlier someone said it was Finnegan, and I was like, "Is my name Finnegan?"
Oh my god, you got Hatsune Bicycled! Fuck.
Sorry that I've been like covering all of Monarch's model. I keep trying to lean over to the thing on the desk.
Oh.
That's okay.
So, Finn, is that short for anything? Or...
Oh, just Finn is fine. It's a lot easier to pronounce. I got called a whole lot of things growing up, really.
I hope all good things. You seem like a fine young lad. How old are you, Finn?
I'm 24.
Ah, yes. We're the same age. I shouldn't call you a young lad. What is wrong with me?
Yeah, it's been a while since I was younger than anyone. It's weird.
Yes. So, what brings you to Vranto?
Oh, well, you know, I just wanted to broaden my horizons. You know, I grew up in a pretty sheltered area, didn't really see much of the world, didn't really have much time to explore. So, soon as, I guess, just the world decided the time was right for me, I went out, set out on my own, tried to, you know, I had a lot of living to do for myself.
Yes, very interesting. He checks, like, a small sheet of papers, or pile of papers that he has. He brought, like, work with him to this banquet, by the way. That's the type of man this guy is. Let's see, by the way, here are some papers for you. He slides, like, one or two. These are contracts. If you are going to be under my employ, you should probably sign somewhere along these dotted lines. You have a
Oh,
signature, right? I'm sorry. You are literate, yes? I'm not going to assume you aren't, but you never know, and I want to be inclusive.
No, I am literate. I had to kind of had to be for the academy at some portions. But no, I it's not fancy, but I got a name, I got a signature. You know, I can hold a
Lovely.
pen.
Lovely. Yes, oh, right, a pen. Yes, you probably would need one of those. He hands you a quill and a small fountain. Yes, of course. My apologies, I don't know where my mind is today.
So he grabs the pen and just kind of scans over things, writes where he needs to, and but mostly he's not really paying attention to the documents. He's more so paying attention to the man in front of him, and kind of just a quizzical but concerned gaze on his face, and he's where is your mind today?
Elsewhere.
Is it all right if I ask if you're all right?
I'm as all right as I can be. I don't know if you've noticed, he gestures to the room, I'm not exactly well liked here. They all assume that I killed my bastard of a father. Very reasonable of them, honestly. I would have if I could have. I didn't, though. I didn't kill him. I promise.
Wouldn't judge you if you did.
I appreciate the lack of judgment. Hard to find these days. But yes, they assume that I murdered my father in cold blood, so that way I could assume the head of the house and steer it how I see fit, just in time for the games. And our friend, he puts that in air quotes, Zaro over there. Where is he, by the way? It doesn't matter. Our friend felt like pointing out that my father is dead and was killed a couple of months ago. While I'm here, he suspected.
That was what that was about?
Yes. Welcome to the show. But yes, real dick move on that guy's part.
Yeah,
I highly doubt it was intentional, though.
Not too familiar with manners or what's good for polite company, but that does seem like a dick move, like you said.
Yes. Doesn't help that this Scion, he does stutter right there. That was in character. The Scion of House Rhodes over there, he points off into the distance, is staring at me. I'm sure he's got something up his sleeve.
Well, I'm sure everyone's, planning things. It's a big event, but you know what you gotta worry about right now?
What do I have to worry about right now, Finn?
He leans in, he says, nothing. It's a party.
He blinks.
Take a moment.
He slowly nods and then just starts laughing. I'd laugh, but I can't laugh in his voice because if I did that, I think I would, collapse into a black hole of pretension and Englishness. But he does laugh, and it's genuine. He, wipes a tear out of his eye and says, You are just delightfully simple. That is not an insult. Being simple is good. Complexity is... it's overrated, frankly.
Frankly, your life seems pretty overly complicated, so I'm sure you need some simplicity.
I have charts, Finn. I have so many charts and graphs, and there's a big board in my room. He makes a shape like a rectangle with his fingers. There's a big board in my room. I have portraits of every house and every sign, and I have red string, pointing out the relationships between them. Don't lead a life where you need charts.
Somehow I'm not surprised, considering you had an ink and quill at your ready, just in your pockets there.
Yes. that is a very fair assumption, yes. Is he still staring at me?
Looks over, and
the dude is super still staring. Oh, let me pull up what he looks like. Let me pull up the Scion of House Rhodes. This motherfucker.
Oh, the drama.
He does a little finger wave, by the way. Like, you know the one. The hey.
Oh God. Let me see something.
Is he still staring?
Oh yeah, he definitely is.
Right. Lovely.
So let me see if I can help this out here.
He downs a drink, by the way.
I want to see. I'm like looking at my spouse. Like, can I create just like a small little barrier of privacy, or I can just scoot and just physically block this man's view?
What spells do you got?
Let's see. I do have, so just in my cantrips, I do have Shape Water and Druidcraft. So I could, like, make a little plant barrier if that was a thing. Everything else seems a little dramatic.
Okay, if you do that, I will ask you to roll Performance or Deception,
Okay.
whichever one's higher.
Okay.
And that will determine the efficacy of your plant barrier.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna roll for that. And what I'm aiming for, at least, is to make something that is both going to kind of shield him, give him a little privacy for his personal little panic attack bubble, and also make it just something pretty and calming for him to look at.
All right. Where's that roll?
Oops, sorry, I was on mute.
Oh.
That was it performance?
Either Performance or Deception, whichever one you would prefer.
Same to me, that would be a 20.
Nice.
I rolled pretty well.
Yeah. No, you have successfully created a barrier of roses. It's like one of those suburban bush walls.
Yeah.
For the record, if you rolled poorly, instead it would have made a frame of roses. Like like it's a fucking frame that forces you to look at people through Bishonen or vision. Yes, thank you. I don't have to stare at this ugly mug again.
And now you got a little bit of privacy. You can hopefully breathe a little better.
Yes, I appreciate that a great deal. You are already indispensable, Mr. Finn.
just Finn's fine.
Right, Finn. Do you have a last name, or is it just Finn? A surname or a title? I need to know for record-keeping reasons. Totally not for any, like, nefarious spells that require true names or anything.
No,
I don't know any magic. I'm not.
If it's for legal reason, that's fine. I understand. It's a Leon.
Finn Leon. Oh, so it is Finn Lee. Yes. Oh, he clapped his hands. Do you have any questions for me? I highly doubt. I'm not exactly the most interested thing.
I mean, I think you're pretty interesting, and I don't think you're boring.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. But yes, do you have any questions for me as your employer, or as a person who you're trying not to get murdered? I mean, I'm going to assume you're gonna try and not get me killed. It'd be real nice if I didn't die.
I'm not trying to get you killed. I'm trying my best. I'm pardon the pun, fish out of water here. I'm not really my area of expertise, all the nobles or the job sort of things.
He writes down on his notepad, and you can clearly see him writing down on his notepad, unemployed question mark.
Well, alright, you know what? I do have a question.
Alright, fire away.
So,
I'm
if
an
for
open
tonight,
book.
I'm asking you to be more relaxed, to chill out a little bit, and to just not do anything for once. I'm gonna take a turn being in your shoes. So I want you to tell me how to be more on the ball. How do you be you? How do you do what you do? Because I can never imagine doing all that.
Well, that is actually a very interesting question. I appreciate you asking. I recommend taking notes, meticulous notes, if you can, and if not, vague ones, liners. I find that I forget things as often as anyone else does, so having something written down such that I can remember things, or at least have my memory jogged, helps a great deal. Other than that, it's just remembering to write things down and checking them. I'm far from perfect when it comes to that, but it is a best practice. Otherwise, listening helps a lot. I don't doubt you are fully capable of that, but still, helps to be reminded to. If that makes sense at all.
I do my best to listen when I can, if I can.
Yes. Otherwise, dealing with others of this sort of social echelon, you'd be surprised to find that they are remarkably, easy, as long as you pay them the respect that they think they're owed. Try not to step on any toes, don't insult people, act like they're the best thing since baked bread. You'll get along fine. I hate playing those games, but they are the ones that we must, if you catch my drift.
I guess I just wonder why. You seem like, I mean, I don't really know about your life, but you just seem like you could be, like you have the opportunity, in a sense, that if you didn't want to do all this, that you could just take off. You didn't have to do all this. If it's not what you enjoy.
I wish I could, but if I were to, it would leave the duties of my house to our counterpart. He points off to another table. House Maying over there. They are, I frankly just don't think they're very good at the job, and who else would do it? Our job, House Aelor, and House Maying is for the, as frequently said, dispensation of patronage for cultural works. That is to say, we pay artists and sculptors to, and singers, writers, musicians, to keep up the culture of the Empire. Tell stories, pass them down, make something that'll last, that means more than walls and siege tools. And if I were to leave this in his hands, frankly, this country would get more pretentious than it already is. And frankly, that is untenable.
Here, I thought you liked it when things were pretentious.
Oh, no. I keep up the act for appearance's sake. If it were up to me, I'd be like you, off exploring the world, cutting down monsters and saving damsels, or what's the male equivalent to damsels? Dudes in distress.
Damsels and dudes in distress.
God, in another life I'd love to be, but instead I am bound to this gilded cage. It is a very pretty cage, but it is a cage nonetheless, you see.
And I know a thing or two about cages.
I'm not going to press.
Responsibility.
Yes.
I mean, life of saving damsels and dudes, as you put it, wasn't my first choice, but it's not the worst life.
Would you like to trade? Would you like to do paperwork and oversee sculpture works and hedge mazes all day?
Oh, I do not think that I can handle that. I think you are uniquely, I think you got the skills for that I don't.
Yes, if only. Well, couldn't hurt to ask.
Always
Please.
worth a shot.
So enjoy. If you have no other questions.
I got one more.
Oh,
Could I borrow that quill again?
yes, you can. He hands it back. Gentleman in Jeopardy is so good. Siren Strife is equally incredible. Bachelor in a Bind!
Prince in a pickle.
Prince in a Pickle!
Prince in a pickle.
So he pulls up his sleeve, and he takes the quill and he writes, this guy, he's a good, he seems like someone who needs a good friend, and
Aw.
that Finn hopes to be that friend, and that's his first note that he's taken.
I'll be sure to get you a notepad, actually. You've earned it. Be careful with them. They are very difficult to replace. Paper in this small and this large a quantity, hard to come by. But I will get you one. You've earned it. Thank you for everything.
Anytime.
Feel free to mingle with the rest of the party. Or the party. He gestures back to the table.
I
You
think
are-
I'll take some time to listen and observe.
Yes. Very good. And then, we pan over to Serenity.
Woo!
I
What were you up to while that whole conversation was going on?
probably just like sitting here eating and drinking water.
Yeah, that's fair. What? Out of curiosity, what you munching on? I just want to know what Serenity would go for.
Probably something she is at least somewhat adjacently familiar with the taste of.
The closest would be the honey roasted pork
Probably that.
or roasted lesser phoenix. It's very fancy sounding, but it really just tastes like chicken.
It'd probably have the phoenix and maybe some pork.
Valid. As you dine, a servant approaches you with a what was the word for it? The silver platters.
I don't even remember.
The word is cloche.
I was gonna say enclosure. I was very close. Thank you. Approaches you with a cloche and bows, holding it out for you.
She looks confused and like kind of like looks like to her side and is like okay, and then reaches and opens it.
Inside the cloche is a note that that reads what's the best way to describe it? Give me one sec.
Uh-huh. RSVP now. You've been invited. Save the date.
Audience is you've been requested to speak with the scions of House Mayang.
Upon seeing this, she like looks to Asher and is like, House Mayang wants to speak with me. Aren't they the ones you were just talking about?
Oh yes, those bastards. Yes, by all means. Feel free to understand my what's the word for it? Pain? Agony? Distress? Strife? I don't like them. Feel free to find out why. Man, he really is still an asshole while he's drunk, huh?
She just has she has like this expression on her face that reads, God fucking damn it.
You're welcome
And
to
then-
refuse.
No, and then she just like gets up out of the chair and is like, alright. Where are they?
They're on one of the
haven't
upper
been paying
rings,
attention.
probably layer 3. You,
Three?
big, fluffy white ears, you can't miss them.
Ah. Alright. I'll be back.
Do you make
I
like
don't
a?
know what they want with me.
Did you make like an effort grunt to stand up, like a big show of man? This is gonna suck, huh?
Yes.
All right, let me pull up. And wrong tab. You arrive at the table of House Mayang, and you find. Please let this fucking guy lounging on triclinium.
I love him.
He waves.
She nods and she's like, I was summoned?
Yes, you were. I had a few questions for you, actually.
For me.
Yes, for you. I've heard you were a bard of some renown.
I suppose so.
Yes, I've heard many tales of your exploits. Wandering through the
Really?
city, getting in duels of... What's the word for it? Duels of music? Rap battles?
Sure.
You're busking very well throughout the city, and I just wanted to know what the fuss was.
I just kind of go where the music takes me.
Free spirit. Interesting.
Yep.
So, out of curiosity, why is a bard of your skill and already immediate renown throwing their lot in with... He points towards Asher, who... You can visibly see him straining, and he's probably trying not to make a rude gesture back.
Serenity, looks back and then looks, back at, this individual, and she says, honestly, not sure.
You're
Kinda
not
got
sure?
swept up in this one.
Interesting. So...
I just going with where the party goes, and this is just where we landed.
Duly noted. So I take it you're not contractually obligated?
Out of character, is there technically a contract?
There is, but it's specifically in regards to keeping him from dying. Like, his specific job was keep me from getting mangled the shit out of.
She responds with, in a way.
Unfortunate.
Why?
Well, I don't know if he's mentioned, but House Mayang, alongside his, but mostly my house, is in charge of cultural works, and as a bard of not unnotable skill, I was merely interested in the commission.
Mission.
Yes, music.
Okay.
You've been commissioned before, right?
Not really. I've never really played on request.
Then I would be honored to offer your first commission. I merely ask for a song to be played at my entrance into the arena on the day of our duel. Well, one of my duels. I'll let you know which one, of course.
It's a hard offer to refuse.
There would be there would be no amount of financial compensation too great for this sort of task. You understand? Money is no object.
Yes. Yes. Hold on. Words in my head are getting confused with each other.
You're fine. Take all the time you need.
She says, yes, true. Suppose I just am wondering about, conflict of interest.
Hmm. Oh, you don't want to offend him, is that it?
Yeah, and mostly my own party.
Fair, fair. Well, the offer is on the table, and you have some time to decide.
Yes, yes.
I-
May I hear out your request? Like, do you have any specifics in mind for said song?
He taps a finger to his chin. Yes and no. I have an effect in mind, but I do not have a request in regards to genre. I don't want to alter your artistic vision.
Because all songs I make come straight from, well, as corny as it may sound, straight from the heart.
As they should. That's where best art comes from. Wouldn't you agree?
My music tends to write itself.
Yes, yes. Following the muse, as it were?
Yes.
Yes.
You could definitely say that.
You know, depending on if we intend to take a working relationship, I'm sure you'll find in time that you and I see eye to eye in this regard. But what I'm looking for is something to motivate, something to hype the crowd up, and ideally myself. You see, truth be told, somewhat anxious about my first time in the arena. I don't want to get, what's the word for it? Slaughter stomped? Could use the pick-me-up, the boost.
Didn't
Something
know it was your first
inspiring,
time.
as it were.
In a way, it's, I guess, my first time in the arena.
Yes, and you understand the
Never
nerves.
really-
By the way, when he said inspiring, if this had, like, subtitles, you'd be able to see that it was capitalized and underlined like a hyperlink.
I click on the word inspiring.
It takes you to the D&D 5e Wikidot article for the Bardic Inspiration mechanic.
I see. I see.
Hyperlink blocked.
Hyperlink block.
Hyperlink ball.
Sails gone down the train. Living in a goddamn garbage can.
I wonder.
Serenity ponders and is like, so you said just not for like, is this for like all of your battles or just a particular one?
Just a particular one.
You wouldn't happen to be specifically waiting for potentially the one against Asher himself, would you?
He gasps. What? Me? What? I would never.
Something about your response doesn't feel that believable.
Why would I lie about that? You can trust me. He smiles. His teeth are sharp. It is not a very nice smile.
Then which is it then?
Whichever one I feel most nervous about at the moment. I don't know who will intimidate me most then. Frankly, not all of the champions are here. I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Fair. Fair. Well, I'll definitely ponder your request.
That is all I can ask. I can't ask you to commit so heavily to something like that so soon. But the offer is on the table.
Absolutely, and you know, shit, I had something to say and then it just left the moment I said, you know.
You're fine. But as for my business, it is concluded. You are free to go wherever. I thank you for your time and your consideration.
Yes, yes. How would you like me to get back to you on this?
You have a street pass notification?
I see. Understood.
I'm so glad I introduced phones to this setting. Oh my god, it's so convenient.
It is. Well, with that, I'll give you an answer definitely before the games start.
He nods. That is all I ask. So go, enjoy the rest of your night. I've taken up quite enough of it.
Yes, yes. You know, I do have one question though.
Oh?
It's more of a broad, well, but not necessarily a personal question. I'm just more curious. What do you like do as like head of culture or whatever?
I commission.
What does that entail?
I commission and payroll artists that I think are worthy of carrying on the legacy of our culture, of our traditions, and of our ideals. Every sculpture you see in the palace was, on some level, overseen by our house. Every painting, every mural, all the art in the bathhouses, all of the fountains. They were all artists that we funded at some point or another.
I see. What then of House Aelor?
House Aelor does that outside of the capital.
Ah, I see. So you specifically pertain to the capital?
Yes.
Okay.
And House Aelor does the lower cities, like, say, King's Landing.
Let's see.
His accent keeps wandering around, and I don't know what he's supposed to sound like anymore.
Probably not that.
Yeah. You know, he doesn't sound like a fucking Muppet.
I guess, my last question, then, is, well, I guess more of an observation, in that you sure put a lot of faith in my music, despite it being so different, and you haven't even heard it yet.
Well, you said, art comes from the heart, and is formed in the moment. I can sense that you have, as previously mentioned so many times, a great deal of mechanical skill, and I'm more than anything curious where the heart takes. You understand?
Yes.
It doesn't matter whether or not it's good, but all that matters is it is. You know?
What matters is the feelings that it gives.
Yes, you understand. It's like theater. Theater is captured in the moment. It is ephemeral. It is something that cannot be replicated through repetition. It is different every time, and sometimes it is a bust, but sometimes it is masterful. But either way, it disappears. What matters is that it is done at all. And I'm curious what you would do.
I too am curious.
Thank you for your consideration. Feel free to linger or mingle.
With that, she will nod and then kind of head back towards the table.
And there's the party, as it was.
She's gonna sit down, and she's just gonna, like, ponder. Like, very, very deep pondering.
Valid.
And she's just gonna be like... She's just gonna say, well, they like my music, kinda, I guess.
Hello?
Hello?
I heard rapid fire typing. What's up?
Oh no, sorry, I was explaining something. I unmuted because I thought that it was about time for the whole party to be reunited.
Yeah, the party is reunited.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
Yay, we're
I'm
back.
sorry for my loud, expensive keyboard.
You're fine.
Yeah, Serenity sat down after talking to House Mayang and was just like, well, I guess they like my music, or at least the concept of my music.
That's
Asher says.
encouraging.
Asher pipes up and says, "So, do you get why I don't like them? Do you get why I think he's an asshole? Or was he
Yes, I
putting on
guess-
his nice act?"
Oh, he was definitely putting on his nice act, but I did see through it.
Yes. I'm sure you'll come to find in time that the phrase "sly like a fox" is not necessarily just an idiom.
Yes. Well, no matter. For now, though, it wasn't that important of a conversation. Just a curious one.
He raises a glass to that. Hey, yes, I'm very curious indeed. God, he's an asshole. God, I love this picture, actually. I love this Roman Bacchanal picture so much. Alright.
It's so good.
Is there anything anyone would like to do before we get to Ashkata's vignette? Anything they'd like to say to each other, or they'd like to go do in the party? Any scouting calls they'd like to make?
I don't have anything
Well,
to
not
do in
succeeding.
I do need to run, because I have a paper to finish.
Oh shit.
God.
Valid.
I gotta dip out early, guys. Sorry.
You're fine. Paper safe.
Hey,
I'm glad we
have
got your vignette done before you had to. I'm sorry.
Yeah, family's precious.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad.
Bye bye.
Later.
Bye.
Goodbye, summoner.
Summoner out.
And then he just winks out of existence.
Poof.
I'm gonna choose to believe he got so drunk he just kind of faded back to the room.
He's like, "Hey, I partied out," and then wandered off.
Now, I would like to think he hit the floor, and then some of those identical like assistants showed up and carried him off.
Yeah.
Like before he could even hit the floor.
They don't want to make him noise. These are a mess. So, is there anything anyone wants to do before we go on to Ashkata's vignette? That includes Ashkata. You are welcome to like talk to randos.
Oh no, I'm ready.
All right.
Monox is stuffing her face.
I've just been listening. I've been taking notes.
Oh shit. Serenity, is there anything you would like to do?
Don't know. So
Let's
no.
see. Oh, before we continue, I would just like to pull up the last two houses that you haven't seen yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna warn you guys in advance. One of them happened when I looked up vampire girl, anime.
God.
Fuck. Sweats.
Sweats.
Yeah, you have seen
Sweat.
everyone except for all my points are being thrown into the void, and also your bladder. Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
Chroma, you're welcome to save points, dude. It's okay. So this is what happens when you look up vampire
I'll be right
girl
back.
anime.
I can't deal
Oh
with
my
this. I'll be right
goodness.
back. I had all my. I'll be right back. I need to run to the restroom.
You okay, Lucius? Listen, that's the first result. That's one of the first results. That's not like actually Titums out or from a gotcha game. And I'm not gonna steal a gotcha game. I'm not gonna bring in bootleg fucking CEO of GEO. What's his name from goddamn Genshin? But he's purple and has cat ears. I'm not gonna be that VTuber. No.
What was his name actually? Because I heard about this guy. I never got to.
Yeah, I have
never
no
got to make
idea.
fun of him.
I erased his name from my memory because I didn't care.
Okay, I missed Frog Daddy? Pyro Daddy. I can't read. What happened?
I was talking about how the vampire lady was it was the first one that wasn't specifically from a gacha. And I'm like, I'm not gonna bring in some gacha character. I'm not gonna be like bootleg Genshin character, but purple with cat ears.
God.
And finally, the head of House Levine, another vampire. I don't know why, but all of my vampire men or male adjacent characters have blue hair.
They need to be pretty. Blue hair helps the pretty. That's just a dweeb.
Yeah.
No, that's just a dweeb.
For the record, House Levine is a house dedicated to commerce and trade, so he's literally a math geek.
Oh no.
God.
Lucius in shambles tonight. Okay, I am ready for die.
All right. You get a call.
Oh no.
You know,
A cryptophone.
it's from an unknown number.
Oh shit! I hate. I probably don't notice before I answer.
One
Yeah.
sec.
Fear.
Let me pull up some stuff. By the way, I recommend getting up and going somewhere like private for this conversation, specifically because it's noisy as hell in here. It's hard to call on the
Yeah.
phone.
Ash is gonna get up and start walking.
Yeah.
She's gonna answer the phone and go, "Yellow, a second, currently in the loud." And as soon as she gets to like an alcove or like a balcony.
Yep. You head out onto the balcony, and from that balcony, you see the full view of the city, which we shall
Shit.
tab back into.
Great.
Is this one it? Yes. Actually, wait a second. I have a better picture. I have a much
it
better
right?
picture. This is the
Oh.
alcove you're at.
Shit. I have stumbled into somewhere important. Let's go.
One sec.
Is this thing on?
Yeah.
Alright,
Howdy. Welcome to my phone.
Good. Good to hear you. Good to see this thing actually works. So, I just wanted to apologize a little bit. We got off on the wrong foot when we met.
Ash is just gonna kind of solemnly nod. She hasn't been drunk yet, despite her drinking.
Yeah, I did not make you roll for more con saves.
Yeah.
I
Ash is
realized my
kinda-
narration was in like V
Yep.
or fucked up voice. I'm so sorry.
Yep. No, do you want me to roll more?
I do not.
The answer is she's still not drunk, and even if she was, this has woken her up.
Anyways, sorry about that.
She's gonna kind of sigh and go, "All right, apology accepted. Got off on the wrong foot. Is your chest wound any better?"
No, it's fine. You'd be surprised what a nice 8 hours of sleep will get you.
All right. So I assume that everyone's on some wrong foot, and no one understood each other, and we could have solved this all by communicating better in the moment.
Yeah, you can say that. I just wanted to apologize on both my behalf and, your mother.
Yeah, Diana's my mom. Don't know if she told anyone about it.
No, she didn't. Didn't tell me she had any priors before the mission.
Yeah, no, only a bunch of them. Don't worry about it. Tell me about yourself.
I'm not here to do an interview. My apologies. But if you must know, I'm a ranger. On the job, like you are.
Ash is a kind of sigh and go, kind of gathered that much from what everyone was talking about.
Yeah. Unfortunately, sometimes our jobs conflict. You know how it is. Notice that we got blacklisted from the local station. That's fun. But, hey, no hard feelings.
If I didn't say it, the guards would have.
Yeah,
Better it's the station and not the entire nation.
I feel bad about those guards, but, you know, wouldn't let us pass. We needed to go on up to finish what we came here for.
Given we're not near the station and there's only so many people there, it's not like we can stop you if you go back.
There's another problem with that. You took the shape. Whatever the hell it was. I didn't really pay attention.
Yeah? Well, good news for you, you can't come visit me up here in the capital.
No, I probably can't.
Even if you did, I don't have it on me.
Where do you have it?
That's between... that's for me to have to figure out the second we're back from the capital.
So it's not at the capital.
No, it's, no, I don't even know where they put it. Took it, said they could have it for a night, and I'm not exactly in the know.
What's the old man got it back?
I'd hope not.
Oh yeah, the misunderstanding. I wanted to apologize because there was clearly something that went awry midway through. The old man was the one who hired us. We were supposed to escort him up the mountain.
When we found him, he had been beat to shit.
I didn't lay a finger on him.
Considering he wasn't on fire, I'm going to believe.
Hey, I don't burn everything I touch, just, you know, most things. Anyways, yeah, the old man hired us, and I guess he got in his head that he wanted the glory of being the first one up the mountain in 100, 200, several hundred years for himself. Changed his mind, and, well, it didn't go well.
Breaking a contract in is of itself its own issue.
Yeah, we just wanted to finish the job. You understand?
I get that.
So, we are gonna finish the job, I hope you know that. Just in case you intended to do something about that.
I have things that I intend to do. I don't know who you are yet. I don't even know what the fuck my mom's doing at this point. But I know what I want to do. Maybe we'll cross paths on it. Maybe we won't.
We'll see.
Would prefer if we don't.
I wouldn't say that. I'm just curious. By the way, oh, you had something to say?
I have business up here a little longer, so if you want to hold off to make... Let me ring you back.
Alright. I would like to say, now that I know she's your mother, she is just trying to do a job, as far as I can tell. I haven't asked too close. She just said, and I quote, "There's something I need to do, and I need some people to help." That's what I signed on.
Huh.
I don't think she'd want me calling you to clear that up. But, you know, felt like you could use it.
I'll thank you, even if it's kind of a bad time.
Am I interrupting a dinner party?
God. Can't stand them anyway. Literally. Can't stand them anyway, just... It's quiet out here, it's only a little on fire, and, I'm at least not being expected to talk with all the house heads anymore.
Hey, that's something. Could never stand that shit myself.
That's ominous.
Um,
You three had a really, really fucking. You're really good at being ominous.
I don't mean to. I
Really good at getting caught up in the moment.
Yeah. Always did have a flair for the dramatic.
Ash is gonna pinch pinch the brow of her nose. Flair for the dramatic.
It's a pun.
Next time, how about we don't kill a bunch of guards?
They tried to kill me first. What can I say?
Okay.
I probably didn't have to annihilate them, but you know, omelets, eggs.
I have only had to almost punch a couple of them. I'm not gonna pretend to know what's going on. I'm not gonna pretend to have some idea. I came here to do a job and to find my mom, and I've got another job to do, and then another job after. It's just gonna be a long line of jobs, isn't it?
That's what being a ranger is. It's half wandering through the woods, half busy work.
I prefer the woods to the paperwork, but I think I've signed my soul to the devil.
Yeah, you could say that.
You guys made me sign 8 things in triplicate.
Ooh, I'm really sorry about that one.
I don't get the friendly.
You know, let's not get back in, have a conversation. What, do you want me to climb up on top of some sort of pillar of salt and monologue for a little bit? I can do that. I love monologues.
No. Look, if this was any other night, if I wasn't being stuck listening to nobles waffle and people get drunk off of blood and had vampires. They look like they get up to some stuff, these two.
Oh, gross. Wait. Blue hair?
Yeah, blue hair, nobles.
Horns?
Yes.
Oh, I hate those guys.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pretend to have a stake in the matter. I got my answers. If I have to go up a mountain and kill God myself, I...
Hey, who said something about killing gods?
Look, it runs in the family.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'm gonna assume that the next thing I'm gonna say is, you'll say is no, you won't say yes, we're gonna run into each other. Good luck at the games. Don't get your noble killed, and then try not to become a bureaucrat.
I was just gonna say good luck and have fun. But yeah, that's about it.
I'd have a lot more fun if I wasn't being hired to investigate what the fuck happened.
Yeah. I talked to her
Don't worry.
myself, but I don't think she wants to see me.
Don't worry. I can't talk about this. It's not being recorded. Who's gonna believe it? Who's gonna believe? Oh, I'm not drunk. I'm not even tipsy off blood, and here I am talking with the guy who had a chest full of knife.
Hey, you missed all the vital organs. Just hurt like a bitch. I got a cool X-shaped scar on my tits now.
Ash is gonna stifle a laugh. Just badly. Things are gonna get really interesting, aren't they?
Yeah, you know, the phrase, may you live in interesting times, is a curse. I kind of disagree, but you know.
I want to go back to the fucking Vins.
You always can.
Not yet. Promised I'd come back with Mom?
Yeah. Well,
guess I'll be seeing you on a mountain sooner or later.
sooner or later. You have a good night.
It'd be, yeah. Enjoy that scar. I hear chicks dig 'em.
I'll keep that in mind.
Ash is gonna kind of hang up and let a shudder run through your spine. This is not good for unpacking the events.
No, it is not. In fact, it put more baggage on the claim. And with that, I think we will call it. We're about 3 hours on the dot, 5 minutes off.
Yeah.
Unless anyone has anything else they'd like to do.
No, I think Ash is just gonna sit
Yeah.
that alcove.
And we pan up, all the way up, to a sky covered by clouds. And a great mountain that dominates it. And the mountain calls. And you don't have to answer yet, but it does call. Good night, everyone. Thank you all for coming. I hope you had fun.
Bye.
Is there anyone?
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.
No one's online at 11 at night on a Monday night. Oh wait, no, we could.
All alone on a Saturday night.
Yeah,
With
we
these
could
Yakuza,
raise Jakato
never
X, but I don't want to right now, because Jakato
Never.
scares me a little.
Oh god.
Later, everyone.
Oh god, I pooped.
Good night. Love you.
Bye.
Love y'all, nerds. Bye bye.